Oh Lord, no sway. Let me put him on pause
Jump
real
into
quick.
DMs and stuff.
We gotta stop. All right, we gotta stop. But anyways, like I was saying,
Not for that.
every time we put a podcast topic on, a whole bunch of people, again, mostly women who say things are great when it comes to Facebook or whatever. But when we say, hey, come on, represent, we're not saying we're trying to attack women. No, not at all. That's not my thing. We're trying to have a conversation. But when it comes down to game time, no one shows up. Everybody just disappears. But anyways, we here. We're live. We're in color. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's me. It's the BEAST. As my friend Slang Hughes would tell me back in the day, I'm in the boonies. I'm in the boonies.
Tundra.
I'm in the boonies, y'all. I'm sorry if my connection is bad.
She's in the boonies. See, you thought I was bad, Slang. She's out in the
where
the wilderness. She's in the
Just
wilderness.
Where are you at? This time.
Oh, she's in Winnipeg, but she's out there.
It's all out there for me. It's all
I'm
out
country
there
living right now. We country living.
Anything in
It's a little too cold up there. I don't know about that.
Way too cold, yo.
Folks,
you can take
we just
some
had a
snow
blizzard.
if you want to.
We just had a blizzard, and it was
blizzard.
Overhyped.
We say that lightly.
It was overhyped. They were expecting 80 centimeters of snow, and
in Winnipeg, though, I heard like 30 to 50.
Listen, the only thing that was scary was the ice on the highway because they closed the highway. But anyways, we got a great show coming up, and I gotta hit you with the intro. Hold on, folks. Let's get the going now. And we are ready to go. We got a good one for you folks. But right now, let's introduce the squad right now. Of course, my right-hand man, my business partner up here, out there, I should say, in Florida, wearing all the unleashed gear. My good friend, Harv. Jules, what's good, homie?
Man, what's good, man? I'm just trying to keep up with everybody else. That's it.
You're doing all right for yourself.
Slacking on my pimping.
You're wearing all my gear. I get it. Yeah, I understand. I see where you're going. It's all right. But today I'm the MILF. You see that? Guys, I'm the MILF. See that? Yeah.
You're the MILF.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Yeah. That's right, Slang. I am the MILF.
I'm
the MILF.
See, this is the problem.
See that?
I don't know.
Look at,
hey.
Look at those little guns.
I'll give you it's clever. I'll give you that.
Well, thank you.
But I don't know how to start off.
Listen, don't hate. This is marketing, all right? This is marketing.
No, I'm not hating. I might dislike,
marketing.
But I'm definitely not hating.
It's marketing. You gotta catch people's eyes, Zine. You gotta catch people's eyes.
No, it's very that's smart.
You know what? I appreciate the little guns that you show week to week.
Listen, guy.
It's impressive.
Maybe I'm like, you wait till I get my passport. I'm coming up there and I'm gonna slap you in your face and I'm gonna leave. Just
no.
Trust me. You're gonna say,
what's up with
how can you slap? Boom.
What's up with the violence?
I'm
Easy,
sorry.
Will.
Sorry. I've been inside dealing with winter for the longest time.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're good.
Too much Oscars.
Yeah, but he's probably he's probably too short. He's got to slap up and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
He's gonna have to jump.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're good. But anyways, we are here with a very eclectic group of individuals. I think we're even. No, we're still short one because the Canadians outrank the Americans here 3-2, which is kind of odd, but it's working for me in my favor. Yes. We will start off with our, I guess, soon to be part of that trifecta right here. Miss Kelly Kels, what is going on with you, girl? How you doing? You all live in the boondocks out there.
I'm in the boonies, y'all. The real MILF in the house. I'm just playing. No, we're here. I'm ready for you guys. Let's go.
All right. And of course,
you're going to be our Molly.
Our Molly. Oh,
I'm going to be your Molly.
Molly Karen.
Okay.
I knew what you meant, but you have to be clear.
With what that term kind of uses sometimes. You have to define what you talk about with Molly.
Which Molly?
No. Is it called something else?
I'm just saying.
No, Molly's also
the term what? The Molly is a drug.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. I'm sorry.
Just saying. Sometimes you have to clarify with these young folks because they just you Molly.
You never know.
Views just pop in. You're right.
I'm drug free.
Right. So. Anyways, and I'm going back to what 2017 and bring this guy out of the crates. My original co-host from the Slang and Tokes podcast, my boy Slang Hugh. Slang, how you doing today?
Peace. I'm good. How's everybody else doing?
Everybody's blessed here right now. Everybody's blessed.
So Good Friday. You better be good.
Most definitely. I'm catching you when you're not working, so that's a blessing too.
Yeah, I haven't actually worked the last 3 days.
There you go. All right.
Strange
All
enough.
right. And bringing up the rear, I had to leave this guy last. This is Mr. Controversial right here. This is the man who gets the views right now. Host Sway. What is going on, brother? He brought on the real good shirt today. He said, forget you guys. I got people watching me.
Button up. He came with the button up.
He got the button up ready to go.
Yeah. He probably got cologne on and everything in his apartment by himself.
Oh, you funny. No, I don't have any cologne on. I do have some, by the way. Thank you very much. And I do wear it. But I just came from a meeting, just had to get situated. And I was like, you know what? I look pretty decent. Why not keep your shirt on? And
I look good. I'm keeping it.
That's right. That's
I
right.
appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming by. Again, it's good to see you on here again. You're very consistent with us, so we definitely bring you on. You have your way of expressing things, so that's why you're here. We're here for a great reason. And today's topic is a doozy. And now Jules brought this topic, and we had a topic before that we were going to talk about, but I think this one superseded it because it was we're always trying to stay with the now. What's popping type of flavor. So we had to bump what we had going on, and we went to this topic. And this topic, let me see if I can pull up the footage here, and we'll see what we got going on here. So, can you guys see it right now? Hold on, give me a sec here. All right, hold on, give me a sec. All right, you guys see that right now?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is what we're talking about.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Listen. Cam is a different cat. But anyways, let's play the.
What if I wear something like that on a podcast? What y'all think?
You'd be muted for the rest of the show. Anyway.
No, I mean you could talk.
Kels,
just no
what do you
visuals.
think?
Yeah, we'll just tell you to just.
What does she think?
Well, what? Okay, Kels, what are you thinking about this look?
About the outfit?
Yeah, about his outfit right here.
That's his style. That's on him. I wouldn't put it on him, but good for him.
Yeah,
no comment.
He kind of looks like a black Crocodile Dundee.
Like,
Wow.
okay, I can see that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're into
wow,
that down under style.
Him, and Russ, those guys have this newfound way of expressing themselves. More power to them, but it has turned heads, and I think that's all they're doing it for, really.
Go ahead.
It's called rich and always in fashion.
Yeah,
that's all.
I think it's more so rich and don't know what to do with their money.
Well, yeah,
Rich?
but once you're rich, you're in fashion.
No,
You think so?
that's called confusion. I don't know.
It
That's
doesn't-
just my opinion.
Let me put it to you like this: do you think Cam Newton has a problem dressing like that and getting women?
hell
Still?
no. Hell
Thank you.
No.
I mean, he's dressed it much worse.
But
Like,
you think if I dress like that on
I
the
think
street,
he wore like a woman's suit one time,
but
like a purple, black, purple pantsuit
even-
and stuff. That's
Okay, we haven't even started, but
That's
here's the thing,
bravery.
though.
Go
Do you
ahead.
think
crazy.
do you think dressing a certain way will give you the good or bad attention that is needed for your profession? For instance, he is a football player. Do you think him dressing a certain way will avoid people from signing him if he wanted them on their, if he was looking for a job on their team.
No.
No, not now. No.
Okay, so he
Not
can dress the way
nowadays.
he wants to dress, and he'll still have a job.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
for
true.
sure.
I saw LeBron with that suit shorts.
It will be about his skill and ability rather than what he wears, unless it's something like very offensive or if he's not wearing anything.
Exactly.
Now,
Sometimes,
however,
Mm,
I will say, if football is a sport where if they wanted to do it, so if he's not Cam Newton and he's just Jim Crow
right,
at the
right.
end of the bench,
Mhm.
maybe,
Yep.
but not so much a guy of his caliber.
Right. So a superstar really doesn't have to worry about what people think about what he's wearing. But
Yeah.
a Joe Blow guy who's just there to make it,
Yep.
they'll say, "Hey, yo, fix your fashion, or you're going to be on the bench and then off the team." That's how it is. Again,
I was just watching a podcast with Pac-Man Jones, and he was saying they told him to cut his dreads, or
Yeah.
you're not going to make it far.
that's what I'm saying.
So
Like, people have to fit a certain.
That's too bad.
It's sad, but this is what I'm talking about. But that's a whole nother show. Let's talk about the Cam Newton episode. Well, the Cam Newton comments on the $1 Million Worth podcast. Let's play it real quick. Here we go.
$1 million worth of game.
Worth of game, sir.
Yeah. It's muted.
yeah, we're not hearing it.
Oh, sorry, you guys not hearing it?
No.
No.
My apologies.
No.
Give me a sec, folks. Let me just.
So
read.
I will go over like the podcast itself is actually pretty cool. It's Gilly the Kid who's a Philly rapper and his cousin Wallow.
My apologies, guys.
Spent 20 years in prison and now he's out and he's actually making.
So he's making
bread.
bank then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's good for him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The podcast itself is pretty cool. So it is actually through it's actually through Barstools. So they get all type of guests on there. So it's like weekly they have a different guest, whether it be music personality or sports personality.
Okay, let me know if you guys can hear this now, real quick. Sorry. How's that?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me just alter what I'm doing and change it so everybody can hear or see what's going on. Give me a sec, folks. Give me a sec.
But back to the outfits. It's like once you reach a certain level, you can wear whatever you want. Like Prince wore pants with his ass out.
Be like, bro, I'm gutter.
No, yeah, it's working out.
You know?
A perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, girl, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches. And I say bitches in a way, not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Now, a lot of women.
Let's pause right there. All right, folks, let's pause right there because that's where people went off. Ooh, my apologies, folks. People went off about this whole topic about what they heard there. And to be honest, that whole start of that whole conversation and even what he's going to say after that, it's all about Will and Jada 2.0. That's all it is. That's all it's coming from. I'll tell you straight. If it wasn't for that situation, he would not be saying that right now. But because Jada,
no, Cam's that guy. He said similar before.
He does say things, but I'm saying like to bring it up now. I'm saying I believe that that incident that happened influenced what he was saying, because really and truly, he's calling out Will Smith and Jada's relationship right there.
I don't
He's
think
saying,
so.
I mean,
no,
like, is that what he was talking about prior to this
Yeah, that's
no,
what I was
subject
wondering.
coming
no,
up, or like,
he wasn't. But if I played the rest of it, you'll see what he meant by his comments, because a lot of people cut off, and this is what social media does. They'll listen to anything they want to hear until they hear what they want to hear, and that's it. They'll
Mhm.
stop. They don't listen to the rest. They don't care about anything else has been said. They think it's out of context. They don't care. They
That's
just
true.
hear the worst part of it and they run with it. And then Twitter and then social media or whatever goes up and blows it up, and then it makes it a bigger thing than it is. Like even with the Will Smith slap we were talking about last time, it was a big deal because of the worldwide stage. But if no one talks about it, it's done. It's dead in the water, and it is. It's pretty much done, right?
Well, that's done because Will's done.
Oh, okay, we'll say
he's
that.
taking
Well,
a
he's
break.
done for a
I
while.
think he's taking a break
I mean,
for a bit.
it's done because both parties are, taking a break from it, I guess. You haven't really heard much. I think Chris Rock isn't talking until he's compensated or something like that, is what I read.
Yep.
So, I think, it'll be pretty much gone until, one of them or both of them speak up about it again. And then here we are again.
And the person who's going to speak about it is Chris Rock, because he said he ain't saying crap until he gets paid. And what do you think what do you think social media is going to do? They want to get the hottest stories. They want the ratings. They're going to say, yo, I'm going to give you $2 million. Tell us your side of the story. Boom. He'll have a special with Oprah.
Mhm.
And they'll say, hey, tell us what happened. What's your relationship? And they'll say, what
That's
happened
for
with
the
your
next
childhood?
show.
And that's usually how it happens.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be brought up, and it's going to be a big thing, right? Because I believe Jada said they were going to address it. I think they did address it. I don't think because of her show, because of who she is, no one really paid attention. I don't know yet. I haven't
I don't
really
think they
clued in
did
after
yet.
that. They haven't done it yet, but they said they were going to address the matter on the next Red Talk, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So
I also think that topic died because, ironically, it's the fastest that people got tired of something like that. It was very, very quickly. People were like, let's just stop talking about this.
you
Whereas
think,
I
most
agree.
times those things last for like at least until another story happens.
well, there's a whole bunch of other stories that are happening. That's why I think. So I think there's better stories for the media to kind of dive into right now. Like
Mhm.
there's smaller ones, and they're not per se superstar esque like Will Smith, Jada, and Chris Rock. I mean, for instance, we have the Johnny Depp case that's going on right now. We have
I
we
heard
have,
of the Johnny
he
Depp
had
case
a
already.
sexual harassment claim that he's dealing with, I believe, with his ex. We have the Cuba Gooding Jr. case that he pleads guilty to with harassing that, right?
I've never heard of that one either.
Again, see, you got
That was years ago.
no, but that was years ago. But the
Yeah, but
case
it's
is
a
coming on
trial
now,
now.
right?
But none of those guys are bigger than Will Smith.
No,
Is what
I'm saying is that I think because it's Will
Or
Smith
Chris
is so
Rock.
big. Yeah, I think because it's so big, they don't want to get backlash for attacking Will Smith. So they'll let it settle. They'll let it settle for a bit until whatever happens. Like for instance, now he's banned for 10 years. So now they're going to try to figure out what's his project going to be like. And I do believe a lot of these projects that he have are put on hold because of it. And so now, again, give it another month or two, you'll see, because they've already replaced him in I Am Legend 2. What was suggested person was Michael B. Jordan going to take his spot. Again, these are things that are going to come up later on when movies and people start going out talking about things. Because again, we're still kind of weeding ourselves out of this whole pandemic thing, and people are now starting to start doing that office talk and whatnot. But anyways, now that we got that Will Smith stuff out, let's talk about what he said. He said women nowadays, and I do have a beautiful woman with us here. I don't want to insult her, but women nowadays, they're saying, don't know their place in society.
What he said was he thinks that a woman is someone who can hold her own but still cater to her man's needs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys
But
think
he also
about
said,
that?
but now a lot of people have taken that and says, women don't know when to shut up, and they don't know what their role is in a
Yeah.
household. That's pretty much what he's saying.
Okay. I think a lot of people don't know when to be quiet. And that's where I think his verbiage went wrong. Like he's not necessarily wrong, but he's not right. it's but
How he said it.
I think the way that he said it, it's wrong, but he comes from an old school Georgia household where the women, I'm not going to say cater, but they actually do pay more attention to
That's
their
the word
men.
that he used, though. He used the word cater.
Correct.
So we can use
Yeah, I'm not going to say cater.
What's
You know,
wrong with that word?
What's wrong with cater?
Yeah, what's wrong with cater?
You're not saying you do it, but you're explaining. So yeah, cater.
So so the way that he I think he says it, cater to their needs is more of barefoot and pregnant.
Okay, so this is what. Sorry to cut you off, because I was gonna ask Kels. I was gonna say this. Are we talking about what he said or our interpretation of what he said?
Well, I think that we should talk about what he said. I think that we should talk about what he said because we can't talk about what what we could assume that he meant.
Right.
So let's talk about what he said and then how we interpret it, right?
Okay.
So the way you interpret it is absolutely subjective.
Mm-hmm.
There's because the way that it was initially chopped up, it made it sound like it made it sound like the same way I just said it. The barefoot and pregnant, stay in the kitchen type deal. I don't think he meant. I personally don't think he meant it like that. But he hasn't come out and said anything else.
He hasn't like corrected himself in any type of way.
Correct.
Well, there's more, right? There's more.
There's more to that. There's more to that. Yes, and I'll play that later. But now, before you go on, though, Jules, you have to now chop up what he did say. Remember, at the beginning, he said he was raised in a 3-parent home.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, 3-parent home. His mother, his father, and his grandmother. Do you understand how that is a very huge and deciding factor in someone's life? Because that grandmother, Jima, she's probably going to be running the show. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to be
Big Mama.
Exactly. Big Mama is going to be running the show. And Big Mama is going to be telling her daughter.
I'm pretty sure that's mom's mom, too.
Depending on,
so I think it was mom's mom, yeah. Right.
So depending on how that person was raised back then, she's going to pass on what she knows. And again, back in the day, that was the mentality that was going back in that household. So he only knows what they've passed on, right? He's not married, right? I don't believe he's seeing anybody in the public eye right now. We don't know his business, but again,
he was in a long-term relationship, has like a couple kids with the same woman. So they not married by title, but in my opinion, he's married.
Okay. So now, I honestly think that based on the dynamic of his upbringing is why he was saying the things he was saying. That's all. I mean, I don't think there's no other way he can bring that up and justify how to say that now in 2022.
Okay, so let me ask a question to the one lady here. Do you want your man to cater to you? To your needs? Let me make sure I complete the sentence.
But
hold on. Wait, don't let her answer. Do you want your man?
Hold on a second. You're actually flipping the role.
No, I'm not, because he didn't say specific. He didn't say anything about men yet. Hold on, I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you want your man to cater to you, to your needs?
Do I expect it? No. Do I?
That's not the question. That wasn't a question.
Okay, well, we can play these games of going back and forth.
No.
Do you want your woman to cater to you? Of course you want your woman to cater to you, but there's under certain circumstances and certain things, would you say, you know what I mean? Like, so do I expect my man to cater to me? No, I don't need a man
I'm sorry, I'm very particular with, do you want it? Is that what you want?
What is your definition of cater?
Whatever your definition is.
No, what is your definition of cater?
But it's not about. But it's not. I'm asking you the question to your needs. It's catered to you. So would you want your man to cater to your needs? So whatever I don't know your needs.
Definition of catering?
I don't know your needs. He's going to fulfill your needs. Then there you go. Fulfill your needs. Okay. Would you want your man to fulfill your needs?
Whatever and again, you can go left field with this.
So Jules, the reason why
No.
I did it that way, hold on. The reason why I did it that way is because I believe both partners are to cater to their partner's needs.
Mhm.
Where he went wrong, which is what I agree with you, is when he stated, but you can't cook, which is still not wrong because
It's
I
just a
should be able to cook.
definition of
I
catering, which
should
is
be able
why
to
I
cook for
asked
her
what the
too.
definition of catering.
Of course, but to your point, the interpretation of cater. And when we say cater, that's why I said what's wrong with the word cater, because the way you guys were using it is as if it was you saying the wrong thing. I don't
Right.
think the word cater is wrong. Your
Right.
interpretation of the word can be wrong.
So
But I am willing to cater to my woman,
right now
to her
now
needs.
I can
So
break.
what
I
if
can.
her definition of cater is different to your definition of cater?
Then you have
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Then I'm not catering to her needs.
right.
And that's not
You have
my
to hash
woman
that
then.
out. Yeah,
Then she's no longer my woman.
right. You have to hash it out the right way
Yeah.
because if they're not
There you
meeting you halfway of what you want
Mhm.
and what they want, there's going to be conflict, and then that's not a relationship. That's just a battle for power.
Because there is a woman out there that's gonna want to be barefoot and pregnant in his kitchen. There's a woman out there for
Yeah.
that job. Are we
And
gonna say that he's wrong to want if she wants to do it? Is that
and,
wrong?
and
So-
on the flip side, there's going to be men who want to stay home and help the woman's business, whether it's at home, in the workforce, being whatever they want to be, and he will accept it. And that's that man catering to her needs for what she wants, and he's okay with that. There's a lot of men like that. So that's why he said the word cater goes both ways. How he stated it though is what makes it look bad because he defined it and put a stamp on it. She can't cook. Well, there's a lot of men that can cook.
No. So the way I took it is he was trying to say, you think you're a bad bitch. You're Mrs. Independent. You are this, you are that, but you can't even cook.
So you're saying you're saying that the women out there are putting on a facade?
No, I'm saying he's trying to separate what they
No, I
consider
agree
a
with
bad
that.
bitch.
I kind of agree with that's what he was
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
Trying
saying.
to separate what they consider being a bad bitch to what he grew up what a woman did.
Okay.
So if I may jump in here. So I think what Slang is trying to ask you, Kels, is that can you take care of your household? Like, can you take care of the people that you care about?
Okay.
No, that's not what I was asking her.
Okay.
No.
That's
No.
where
I'm
that's where
gonna
Cam
ask
was
you guys a
going with it.
question.
That's
Can I do that?
I wasn't saying that.
Okay, so let me
Well,
ask
that's what I'm saying. That's what I got out of it. You
Yeah,
know, when
no,
he
no.
mentioned catering. But
Okay.
go ahead.
So let me just ask you guys a question because like the way that Cam brought this up. Okay, do you think being a real man is based on the ability to cater to a woman's needs?
Not solely, but that could be part of it. Yes.
That's part of the
Yeah.
the whole
And
relationship
if
building.
okay, so let's just say if he can't cater to a woman's standards, should that decipher his credibility as a real man?
No, that
It
decides whether they're compatible or
So then
not
why
in
should
that
it as a
relationship.
woman? So then why should it decipher if she's a real woman or a bad bitch or a bad chick or whatever you want to say? Because if she can't cook, then she doesn't get that title. So let's just say a rich man, he has a man. If you can't cook, does that take your title away as being a real man because you can't cook?
You're 100% right. That's what I was trying to go at.
Well,
yeah, you're right.
Well,
So
okay,
why
hold
should
on.
that decipher a woman's
Okay.
role,
You are right.
but not a man? Because like, are we still talking about cooking as a woman's role? Like seriously,
Okay.
2022.
That's why-
Because if
that's
you don't
why-
have a woman,
I
That's
think
why I
you're
took it
reading
out of
too
that
much into it.
context.
All right, hold on a second.
Fire
You have
started.
to understand.
Where's the
You
match?
have to understand.
but I'm just taking what Cam said. I'm not going
Okay,
off
all
of
right,
anyone
all right,
else's.
we hear you.
I'm not going
Me
off.
neither.
I'm not going off of it
Right.
either.
Right.
I think you have to understand. There's different cultures are
Yeah.
going to be different, and he grew up in the culture of when his dad comes home, the plate is ready, whether it be the grandma who fixed it or whoever. That's their culture. There's still that culture still. If like I've actually dated some awesome ladies That's our culture. And even if we are in an argument, still brings food or still makes food. It's just their culture. They're not gonna fight over this or that. It's just the way that they were brought up.
Right.
So, and if that's the way that he was brought up, if he's brought up by his grandmother, was brought up through the 50s and 60s,
Right.
she definitely sees things differently than a woman that's now.
Right. No,
And
I hear you.
So that's his standard. That's his standard of a woman.
Well, that's
Not
how he saw
someone
things.
saying is a bad bitch now.
Okay. We did lose Kales for a bit, so let's continue. I hear what you're saying.
To her point, although she's gone, but to her point, for me to answer that question, a woman who can't cook is not a bad bitch to me.
Okay.
Just like a woman might think a guy with not a certain amount of money is not a real man. Or a guy who doesn't have a certain kind of whatever. We all have our own different standards for whatever in this world. So yeah, to answer your question, a girl who can't cook isn't a bad bitch to me. She might feel like a bad bitch still, and that's fine for her. That's good for her. Let her feel confident in her bad bitchness. But for me, and apparently for Cam, it isn't. Just like I wouldn't feel for a real man if I couldn't provide for my
totally.
family.
You know what? And it's everyone.
Whereas
has their own
another man will say,
right?
"Yeah, whatever. Who cares?" I'm
Like
still a man.
if that's a standard that you like, if that's something that you look for in a woman, like you want to have a woman, like be able to cook and be able to do these things, that's fine. Like it's not like I'm overly offended by his comment. I mean, that's his view. That's how he was raised. And fair enough. Some people were raised that way where women stay at home and they cook and they clean and the man provides.
Right.
That's fair enough. Like that's totally fine.
But even to that point, I also think that's where the mind goes when somebody says that, because he's also not saying, like, we're not hearing him say that he doesn't cook for his wife either.
No, exactly. But
so that's kind of part of my point.
I'm just going
off mentality.
Of what he
Once
said.
we say cater, we think the woman is barefoot and pregnant, which is not necessarily the case.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying like a real
barefoot, pregnant, and
for
cooking
him
his
and
meal.
his like what he's saying though is a real woman needs to be able to cook, and she needs to know. And she needs to know when to be able to be quiet. And that's a problem that for me, anyone who knows me, like, I'm sorry, like, be quiet when you say so, because
but okay, again, that's your interpretation. But that's also your interpretation of what he said, because he didn't say.
Right.
Well, as a woman, I'm
be
entitled to that
quiet when I
interpretation.
said so.
You're a man.
But he didn't say that.
Completely different than I took it.
No, I understand, but he didn't say be quiet when I said so. He just said no.
No, he said he needs to know when a woman should know when to be quiet.
Okay, Kelly.
I don't know what interpretation.
Should a man not know when to be quiet? Should a man not know when to be quiet?
When does anybody need to be quiet?
Please.
No,
know when to be quiet.
I hear you,
People
Sam.
shouldn't know when to be quiet. Is that what we're
I
saying?
feel like that's a people thing, not like a woman thing.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But
100.
he was speaking about his view on what a woman should be like.
Okay.
Right, and that's
but he
why
wasn't saying nothing about how.
It's bullshit.
Okay, please do this. Finish his comment.
Yes.
You want me to play? Want me to play it off?
No. I actually want Kay to finish his comment.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have it written down word for word. Would we like to replay it so we can all be on the same page, or?
Yeah. Because it makes sense when he said it. So
I'm just going off of the clip that we just.
Okay, let's go. You want to go back to the clip?
That's where I'm coming off of.
Right. He said sometimes a woman doesn't know when to be quiet and let a man lead.
Okay. No argument.
Lead.
You win.
Right
there, Jules. You win. No argument. I forgot that part. So she's right.
If you guys want to be submissive, y'all gotta be able to lead the damn.
No, I was gonna say
absolutely right. I can't argue now.
So,
all right. So okay, let me give you. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Say something happens and like a fight breaks out, okay? And the woman is still chop.
Fiery.
Man has a responsibility now.
Shit, now we can hear you.
He has a responsibility now to either ask his young lady to be quiet and let me handle this,
right?
Or
let him handle the situation.
Chop, and make it worse.
But here's the thing, see, and this is why I brought up the Will Smith thing.
That's so real.
Yeah.
But
You see it at clubs all the time, slang. I'm not gonna lie.
But here's the thing, Tunde, because I have male friends that do the exact same thing.
Right.
I have male friends that when they get a little riled up and you tell them, yo, it's like you need to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like chill,
Right.
let it go.
Right.
And then there's some certain people,
but
just certain people
but
that just
you're right. But that's
I'm gonna
specific to that person's situation. He was again when he said knowing when to be quiet or keep quiet, to let the man lead. He's telling people that, hey, the man, it runs the household.
No, that's not how I took it.
So he was talking
I
about one
agree.
specific situation, or
No,
was
I
he
fully
talking
agree.
about as a
No,
whole?
that-
Because in my
it's
opinion,
not-
it came as a whole.
I believe,
fully agree.
I believe
I
100%.
agree with Tails now. I agree.
He said that as a whole. He's saying that he runs the house.
Yep.
He
Woman
didn't
should
say,
know
"Oh,
when
well,
her-
if a man's in a fight and a woman's
Right.
talking, you need to be able to be quiet."
Right.
Obviously, that's
Right.
that's a
right.
common sense
Yeah.
thing. I think he's
Right.
talking about it as a whole in a
Yes.
relationship. Like
Yes.
a
And I
woman
do
needs to
agree
know
with that.
when
I
to be
agree with that.
quiet, which I don't know how,
Yep, I
and
agree.
And under what circumstance?
allow a man to lead.
Right,
In what
it's called
circumstance?
Okay.
a role. You
So
have a gender.
when
you
you-
have a role to play in the
Say that
matter.
again?
I
I'm saying,
think I'm sorry. Go ahead, Josue.
no, I was saying that, you have a role. There's some type of role in the situation. Like everyone has to play a role. And as the woman, Cam is trying to say that as the woman, especially when there's an entanglement between two men or something like that, let the two men handle it. And then, if
In that
if
kind of
needed,
situation, I agree with you for sure.
Yeah, but
Right.
I don't. But
But I don't think that it was situational. I think it was more of
Well,
like
Yeah,
as a
that was a general comment he made.
Yeah, I
So,
took it.
But I think when he said, "And let the man lead,"
That's
That's
the
what-
part, though.
Yeah, that's when it went
That's
south.
the part.
that's the part
Yeah.
that I think him mentally thinking, you know what? Sometimes you just keep going. You just keep going. Perfect example. Say you're at a restaurant and the woman's going off because the food's not right, and the guy says, "Oh, hold on, I'll take care of it. I'll handle it." But no, I am woman. Hear me roar. And then after a while, you just have to say, hold on, like let me handle the situation.
Okay, I can use that same situation and throw that in the school on parent teacher freaking night. You're telling me you're going to tell that woman to say the same thing and say, let me handle this? No, I would never. I would want my woman to speak up even more than me when it comes to that situation, because most women are the motherly type. Most of women are the ones that are taking control of the child's schoolwork most times. Back in the day.
again.
So if
These
that
are
woman
situational things.
it is
These is like
situational.
like
Yeah,
every
I can.
situation
I
is different,
can.
right?
That's so off
The
Right.
That's
moment
another
he
I feel like it's just so
situation.
off topic compared to
the
what Cam
moment
Newton
the
was
man
saying.
said, because remember my argument, I was in disagreement, but the
Mhm.
moment you say and let the man lead,
That's
that's it. It's a
null and void.
generalization.
Yeah.
Woman, shut up when I say.
Right.
That's what
So
that is.
if you want to finish what he was saying, we can go back to the clip.
Yeah,
Let's go
absolutely.
back. Let's go back.
Absolutely,
Bring it back.
because they do ask a question after that.
They do, yes.
Yeah.
You're right. Let me
Bring it
get
back.
this going real quick. Give me a second, folks. All right.
Damn, you doing shots like for real?
We doing shot. I need a shot. Fuck, y'all make me need a
She's
shot.
all
So
hyper
bad.
right now.
Oh
Let me-
wow!
You got that mad over that? See, that's what
Mm-mm.
Cam's
You
talking
know,
about.
right?
I'm bugging. I'm playing.
I'm not mad. This is this
No,
is
it's
not
not
getting
mad.
mad.
All right. Let's I
This
took
is
it back
not
a bit.
clearly
Earlier
mad.
on,
Y'all don't want to
and
see
knowing
me.
how to cater to
Let's go back.
She's
Mm-mm.
engaging. I like it. She's into it.
Right.
I like it.
And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like but
You can't cook. You ain't a boss
You
bitch.
don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man
Nope.
to lead.
No,
That's
a lot
Can
of
you build
women
a house?
want to kick back.
Can
and
you
have
build
it.
me a house?
Right, I'm gonna be
Can you
quiet,
make me
man,
come?
and handle his business. That's what they say.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna be
Obsessive.
vulnerable. I'm gonna be submissive to a man and handle his business. That's what they're gonna say.
Crazy.
So, what is your?
But it's ways to do it. And I'm not just about to sit up there and beat up my queens.
No, I ain't saying like that.
But I'm also gonna also tell the men to start being men, bro.
For
Absolutely.
real.
that sucker shit should not be
Logical thing
rewarded.
he
what's
said.
the-
Oh, we clapped that
You know,
one though. Anyway, go ahead.
When a person
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll clap it. I'll clap it again.
I got a
social
question. I
media
got a question.
wise, and it's a fraud
Hold
in
on.
real life.
Let
What's a man?
lead and a
So
woman
it's
will
more
be
to it. Every
submissive.
person that got
If he's
money, every
capable of
person
leading.
who's rich
What's
isn't a real one. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that gets kind of misconstrued in this society now because a lot of people have money, but they're not genuine people, you know.
Right.
And I pride myself, everybody who knows me knows, like, bro, Cam's a solid dude. He keeps his circle extremely small. I'm not
All right.
Everybody
He's preaching on himself.
Everybody
So
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on.
so-
Let me
Cam is
lead this
solid
off, please.
dude, bro.
So okay, so he talks about, you know, and if you read his body language, like when he says I'm a boss bitch, like he's interpreting like what those types of women do, and yet why are women so offended? But yet women can come on here, or not on here, but in platforms and say certain things that they want from men. Well, Cam is explaining to you, you know, what types of women that he prefers, or what types of women to avoid. Women do the same thing, and you know, they praise it. You know, other women say, yes, queen, you know, he a broke nigga. Oh, you don't need him, all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it like what's wrong with all that?
So
You mean like what
That
just happened
mentality
just a
is
second
wrong,
ago?
though. Females
You
who
meant-
think like that is wrong. I do agree that is wrong. That mentality is wrong.
How do we know which females are? Is it? How do we know
Well,
that?
how do we know what men want us just
No
to cook and
disrespect.
clean for them?
No disrespect. No
Can I just
disrespect.
say
No
why it's
disrespect.
offensive?
No disrespect. Can I just say this? You guys kind of just did that. When
Just did
Cam
what?
said, just did what he said. When Cam said, I want
Right.
men to be men, you guys were woo! But it was
Right.
a problem when he was saying
Right.
what he
Thank
thinks
you.
women should be.
That part.
Same
Because
thing.
what I'm
No,
saying, no.
Stop.
So you're
He
saying that's
giving
double
his opinion
standard.
on
He
both.
defined
He's-
what makes
Double
a woman.
standards
He
that
didn't
benefit
define
women.
what makes a man.
So
He
why did
said
you clap
let men
then?
be men
But why
without
did you
saying
clap
what
then?
exactly
Are you
that
But why
listening?
did
Let
you
her speak,
clap
though.
then?
Hang on,
It's
hang on,
very
hang on.
clear
Pause.
what he thought a woman was, and who's he to define a woman? I
He's
don't
defining
think.
a woman.
lost
I don't
control.
think what he said was
Who are
necessarily
y'all to
that
define
offensive.
men?
Hi, my name is Samantha, by the way.
Who are
I
y'all
don't
to
know
define
that what
men?
he said
Welcome,
was
Sam.
offensive. I think it's the fact that he feels so confident in his ability to define what a woman is. It's fine if you want a traditional woman. Say I prefer traditional gender roles in a relationship. That's an articulate way to put it. But when you sit there and fucking define
I
a
agree.
woman, you sound like a pig. You
I
sound
agree.
like a pig because why are
agree.
you defining what I'm supposed to be?
So
Okay,
here's my
that's
question.
fine.
Here's my
That's
hold
fine.
on, hold on, hold
I
on.
But
agree. I
Silence.
fully
With
agree.
what he said. It's how he said
That's
it.
what we're trying to say.
Fully
We're not
agree.
overly
it's,
offended by
it's
what
always
he
how
said.
he says it. It's
But
always
that's
the
what I'm saying.
delivery.
It's
No,
the
but I
delivery.
agree.
It's the delivery. If
I
that's his
agree.
preference, that's his preference, and that's on him, and that's okay.
That's what I was about to say.
Some
I
women
agree.
want that traditional relationship as well, but don't define a woman by what she can cater to or offer you. Is
Right.
what we're saying. That doesn't mean that we're not a real woman because we don't cater to, you know what I mean,
Right.
or cook. Because like
Right.
if it was the other way around, would you
Yes.
then be not a real man because
so
you
let me
can't
ask
cook or
you
build a
this.
house?
I
Let
agree.
me ask you this.
Fire.
A woman who makes more money than a man, is that man now not a man? Because the woman makes more money?
Not
Like,
in my
come
opinion.
No.
Not in my opinion.
No,
But
because we
what
don't
I was
care.
gonna also
So
say
then why is
is,
a woman less of a woman if she can't cook? Maybe that
What I
woman
was-
doesn't cook because she out there making money.
well,
Well,
here's another
you know what I
question.
mean?
Here's
Fire.
another question.
I
Here's
don't
another
think I
question.
can cook.
Here's
You know
another
why?
question.
Because I'm worried
Why-
about my bank account.
here's another
I'm not
question.
out here trying to fucking clap roaches.
One question.
Get out of here.
Why do we take so much importance on what a celebrity says about his opinion? Because that's what that
Exactly.
Well,
was.
totally.
Exactly.
And you know
I
what?
can
This
tell
is
you.
just,
I can tell
it's
you
just
why.
his
I
opinion.
can tell you why. Because we live through them.
No, we don't.
No,
We
Hold on
don't.
now.
We
No.
definitely don't. Not
No,
we.
Okay,
don't.
but you know what? As
No,
a
you
podcast,
guys,
we
don't
bring up
don't
subjects.
get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Every one of you guys have Facebook. Every one of you guys have Twitter.
I don't-
Every one of
I
you
don't.
guys.
I don't have social media
Oh,
at
Sam,
all.
you
She
just
don't
go
have
back. Just,
I don't have social media at all.
push Sam. Just push back Sam to the side there. Because
Are you
she's
saying-
ruining the flow right now. Just push it to the slide.
No, bring Sam back on because I want to answer a question.
No, hold on.
Hey,
All
I
I'm
wanna
trying to
answer a
say,
question.
listen. All I'm trying to say is everyone lives through something or someone.
Influenced by, not lived through.
Okay.
Influence,
Well,
not live
I'll use
by.
the word.
Like,
I'll say influence because I know a lot of people don't really influence
well, at the end
people
of the
per
day,
se,
we
but
have a
they live
podcast
through their
and we gotta
lives.
talk
What I'm
about
saying.
stuff.
That's what I'm trying to say. People will will be obsessed with their Kardashians and seeing what they're doing and saying and
We
who
better
they
than
fucking.
Kardashian.
Kardashian who? Kardashian.
And people
Not
will
Kaylee
be
and
obsessed
Sam. Who
about
are the
Kanye and what he's going
Kardashians
through,
right
Justin
now?
Bieber, everybody, and it's because it's plastered in our face all the time. So you're going to have to see it all the time. That's what I'm trying to say.
You mean
So
follow?
What's that?
We follow their lives?
No, not per se. We follow. For instance, if one of these superstars got shot, the media will put it in our face.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. You will have to follow because it's going to be everywhere. The Will Smith slap was a perfect example. I don't care what Will Smith does in his house. I don't care what he does in his home. But the fact that something happened, we are now forced to see this going on in front of us. It was happening for at least a month. Maybe half a month.
2 days.
We were living through that whole lifestyle, that whole household, just because of one situation that was beyond our control. We lived through it. Then
I think what we're arguing,
conversations.
We're arguing the effect on us. Some people are truly, if a celebrity dies, they're crying about it.
Yeah, like they're diehards with that.
I'm not that guy. That's
Me
what
neither.
that's what I thought you were saying. When you say live through it, it seems to.
I
mean
cried
that
when Kobe died.
Certain
Yo,
ones
Kobe
you will.
died. That was a whole. That's a
certain
whole.
ones you will.
But
I didn't either. I didn't cry then
Everyone's
either.
Hold on, you can't pick and choose
know,
on when you can and when you can't. No, I'm telling you, certain people will
Some
hit you
celebrities are
hard.
better than others. They're not all created equal.
Of course you can.
They
pick
do
and
not all
choose.
impact us equally.
No, what I'm saying is,
what do you mean?
no, what I'm saying is, for instance, when Michael
we're way
Jackson
off
died,
topic.
I cried. The whole world cried. But I don't know.
You keep using things that are going to affect everyone.
I didn't cry.
Michael Jackson.
I didn't cry. I didn't
Slang
cry
is a
when
different
Michael
beast.
died. I didn't cry when Kobe died.
Slang
I
is a
didn't
different
cry.
beast.
I didn't
all right?
shed a
All right,
tear.
Slang.
but
I
I
don't
was
know
down
them
a little.
motherfuckers.
You have no
But-
feelings. All right, you have
I
no
don't
feelings.
know
guys.
them, B. I don't know them.
All right,
I'm
so,
not crying
so
over them.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm sure Cam runs into way different females than I'd say I would. So everything that he experiences is probably magnified.
Yeah.
So for him to say his preference of what he feels a woman is, I guarantee 1,000 women were in his DM talking about I will cater to you.
I said
Thirsty.
That. That's what I
Totally.
said.
Yeah,
But like,
but-
you know what? That's fine.
But is that because they qualify or they want to qualify?
They want to qualify.
Right.
They want to
Let's
qualify.
not act like
Thirsty to qualify.
all right.
I don't even know.
Let's not act like that. That Beyonce and them had a whole cater to you song that every effing woman loved.
That's a great song live.
So
by the
even
way,
if those
just
women,
saying.
okay, so even if those women are in his DMs, okay, those hundreds or thousand women or so, those are the ones that said that they want to cater, they want to, they believe everything is said. Well, those are the ones that, guys like me, would at least get to know, because now you're already a step ahead. Now that you're kind of fulfilling what I want.
But
So
hold on,
now
are
once
those
you
women in his
explore that-
DMs because they really want to be that woman?
is
Or are
that?
they in his DMs because they want his money?
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
cater
one-
to it.
Oh,
That's for him to
no
decide.
doubt, it could be
You
for his
got
money
money,
too,
you
but
got
Like if you can
Uh,
provide
but
it,
Cam needs to figure that out. He needs to figure that out. That's the job of the man.
Oh wait! Whoa! Did you just say if you have the money, you will cook?
I might learn. You never know. I might join
Oh,
the DMs and all of that.
You see?
And you see the double standard here? You see the double standard.
Why? Hang on, but why is that
You got
surprising
this.
though?
Double
Hang on.
standard though.
Why is that surprising though? With this 1950 mentality of a woman needs to cook, but we can't expect him to
Exactly.
provide.
No, I'm not saying
So,
that's
hang
not.
on.
No,
Hang on.
that's not what
If-
I'm.
if-
I'm not
if-
What
arguing
if
that.
for
Most
traditional
men
gender
here
roles,
are providing.
hang on.
What are you talking about?
Let her finish. Let her finish.
If you want to go for traditional gender roles,
Then
then
I'll
you
be
need
the
to be able
traditional
to
woman.
provide for me, pay all the bills.
No, that's not my
respect me.
argument.
You can't, hang on, remember back in
I
the day,
fully
they didn't
agree.
raise their voice at women. They respected
I
women. They
fully
don't cuss in
agree.
front of women. They open the door.
They pulled out
If you
I
want to
fully
provide
agree.
the things that they
They
did
put my
in
coat on.
1950,
I fully agree.
then I'm
Women-
gonna provide the
women
things
that were
you need.
cooperative,
I'll
yes.
cook for you.
I
I'll clean
fully
for you.
agree. I 100%
I'll
agree.
raise your kids.
So
But that's also-
again,
but that's
no,
also
I'm
a
not
certain type of
arguing that.
woman.
I'm not
I mean-
arguing that. What
Y'all-
my
y'all-
Women that are
my
cooperative, yeah.
thing here is
Y'all
my
literally.
So why is that
my
surprising when
discrepancy
we say
is
we'll
this.
provide for me, and then you're like,
Let
oh,
me tell.
oh,
Hold on.
stand
Hold
stand
on. Hold on.
stand
Hold on.
The show has been
not.
hijacked.
Hold on. That's
Y'all
not my
want the
argument.
y'all want the
That's-
traditional gender role, but you
That's
don't want
not
to
my
what Cam was talking about.
argument.
So I don't
Julie,
know.
make everyone into
That's
someone
not
who
my
talk.
argument. That's not my
Tell us,
argument.
top
You're
right
falling
corner.
into the
My-
trap of what Cam was saying.
What I am laughing at is you were all upset when the rich guy, he's rich and he said
Yeah,
it.
I understand that.
So then he's fine saying it because you
He's
guys agree with him.
defining
But
a
he's
woman.
also defining
But he's
a woman.
rich. But
He's
you
a less
just
than
said you're
1%
fine
man.
with it
Less than
if he has
1%
the
man
money,
is saying
and he has the money.
No,
So you
that's
should be
fair.
fine with
But
him saying it.
He's not saying what he wants. He's
He's
defining
saying
a
what
woman is.
But he's
That's the
rich.
problem.
So if he
That's what.
changed that
But
and
you're
said,
fine
this is,
with that.
bro,
This is what I don't
Hold
understand.
on.
bro.
You just said
Hold
if
on,
he can
Flame.
pay
Hold
for
on.
my
I'm
life,
gonna hit him with this
I'm
one.
Are we
fine.
not understand? Are we not
I'm gonna
speaking
hit
the
him with
same
this
language?
one. Listen.
You said
I'm gonna hit him.
if he can pay for your life, you're fine to cook for him, right? You're fine with the definition if he can pay for it.
Look,
Right.
The definition makes sense if it works both ways.
Women can
I
define
agree,
men, but
but
that's
don't-
okay.
but
But
he's
when a man
rich.
what are you so
defines a
I
woman,
agree.
it's
Wait,
not
what
okay.
is, hold on, hold on.
He's
Pause,
rich.
pause,
We're
pause.
saying we
Pause,
like
pause,
some women are fine to
pause,
subscribe to the
pause.
idea.
Mute them. Just
You
mute
need to
everyone
pause
until
real
somebody
quick.
can talk. So we
You need
can
to
hear
Yeah,
understand.
you guys are right. All I know is I'm not picking cotton for no price, no matter how rich the master is. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
So being a
that's what.
woman's
I'm
akin
not
to
giving
being a
up
slave.
No,
my
he's
Being
integrity.
a woman
saying.
is
You guys,
akin
your
to being
integrity
a
is
slave.
getting
It's
saying-
kind
no,
of how
he-
you just compared that.
No, Sam, you said that if he had the
I'm
money,
not doing
you
it.
will now learn to cook.
No, but the problem is
When
women
before
now
it
make
was
more
an
No,
issue.
hold
money
on.
than
Is
me.
that what
What
you
happens
said?
when I make more money than you?
No,
Who's
no,
gonna
no,
cook
we're-
then? Are we
we're
ordering
not-
out? Or are you
No,
gonna
no,
start
hold on. We're
cooking?
not talking about when.
That's my question.
No, we're not talking about when you have money or when you have more money.
Men
You're
don't care
saying
about the money
you
you
would,
make.
you fully said that if he had the money and you didn't know how to cook, that you would learn to cook because he had this money.
If I was that type of
if
woman,
we were that type of woman,
Oh,
where
no,
we were
okay,
okay
sorry.
with the traditional
Now,
That
if
part
I
didn't
lifestyle,
come
was that
in.
type of woman,
Okay.
That part didn't get said
I-
before.
oh
Okay,
man,
because that's all what people are going at. Because we were saying we're defending the fact that women have.
if you want a traditional relationship,
then you have to have the money.
then
for
you
a
gotta
traditional
find the
relationship.
woman that's okay with, okay, you got the money, you're gonna take care of everything, you're gonna pay the bills, respect me, not raise your voice at me, not cuss at me, open my door and do all that. Then you find a woman that is willing to do all of that, cook your food, clean your house, watch your gitch, and take care of your children.
But that in
So
itself does not
you guys
define
aren't
a
okay
woman.
with
but
that,
that
no
does
matter
not
the money.
define
What?
a woman.
But
What's
you're
that?
not.
What?
You're
You
not.
guys aren't. You guys
This
You're
aren't
not
does
okay
okay
not
with
with
that, no
define
matter the
a
money.
woman, is what we're
But you guys
saying.
aren't okay with that. You guys aren't okay with that, no matter what the money is, right?
No,
That's what
me
you're saying?
personally, no, because I can make my own money.
Okay.
We make our own
Okay.
money.
Okay. That was a discrepancy.
Yeah,
Well,
I have no
it's-
problem with him saying he prefers traditional
If
gender
that's what he
roles.
wants, then that's fine. That's
It's
his
just
preference.
where
But
you
don't
start
define
defining
a
people.
woman in general.
that wasn't my
that if
discrepancy.
she
I
can't
just
cook,
want the
she's not a
ladies to
real
answer
woman.
this question for me.
But-
That's all.
Hold
I just want the ladies to.
Hold on 1 second. I think what it threw it off was when you said that if that's what
Well,
he
why
wants,
would you get?
I would do
Why would they
that.
have a problem with that though?
Why
If
would
they
that have a
expect-
problem? That was
Because
their traditional
be-
roles.
We're
I wasn't
saying-
for me to
Who's-
go
who's-
along
hold
with
on.
So
it.
it's okay for a man to be like,
Who's-
oh, I
wait,
want
hold
you to
on.
cook and clean.
You
the
see how
house.
this is
So the
getting
woman says,
flipped?
okay, well, give me the
Hold-
money
wait,
then. Well,
hold
that's
on,
the
hold
problem.
on. Them off.
Yeah.
Who
Can I
is
finish?
who is saying that this is our way of thinking?
Or the
Who-
way,
who-
sorry, the
who-
way they
the
get
way,
presented.
who-
Cam's
Cam's
way, Cam's
What?
way, I
That's
guess.
this is the fish. This is why this is a discrepancy right now, because you're thinking that all men think that's the way things were.
No, real men don't.
No, not
Real
even no,
men
not
don't.
even
Real men
real men.
don't?
No,
Did you
Real
just
men
Real
define
men
don't.
don't
men?
think that
Real
way.
No.
men
Did you
don't
just
just like
define
real
men?
women
That
don't
way.
know how to
So
cook.
it's okay. Again, like I said, it was my question I want to ask you. What makes y'all want to define men, but when a man defines a woman,
We're only
why is
defining
that
a
a
man
problem?
because a woman has been
Defined already.
defined already. So that's why we're doing it. So we're putting it in a perspective where you're now offended. So now it's a woman defining a man or in like defining
so it's
what
petty.
some women think a man is. So now it's offensive, but it's not offensive when a woman's
So
being
so
defined.
it's petty.
So
So it's like
Well,
a
we're just
petty
putting
thing.
it's
It's
just
actually
a
offensive
perspective.
on both
Y'all don't
ends.
like the money.
It is.
But y'all
They
don't
like
like that perspective.
don't
it is
the money
offensive on
exactly.
I
both
don't
ends.
disagree.
But
Offensive on
now we're
both
questioning
ends.
why a woman would be offended by what Cam said. Well, why are y'all offended by what a woman's
Nobody's
perspective. Like,
questioning
What
that.
if a woman
No.
went
Oh,
on
we're
a
not
we-
offended.
famous
We're not
woman?
questioning that.
Are you any of you guys offended?
We're
No,
not
I'm not.
offended. We're just
Okay,
saying that
so
a certain man's
I
point
don't know
of
where you get
view
that from.
a certain man's point of view has boiled your water to a point where it has overflowed, and it's hitting the keyboards, and it's shorting out your computer. All right, listen here. We took a man's point of view, and for some reason, it went south, and you went and attacked every man.
No,
No.
I'm sorry.
Well, he attacked every woman.
No,
yeah, he
did.
He did.
But here's the thing. Hold on. But
he made a general statement about women.
Right, but we are not that. We are not the consensus. You're spinning out that fire to the wrong people. That's what I'm saying. You're getting hot over a man that made his comments, but you're getting mad at us because we're men.
We're not even hot though. We
That
just
was
like
me?
lukewarm.
That was loud.
Excuse
That was
me?
just because like I don't like
Excuse
people
me?
talking over me, so
Hold
I
on.
talk
That's
louder.
just
That's
a-
a
Hold on,
that's
folks.
just
The only discrepancy was simply that it was stated that if you want me to cook for you,
already.
you have to be rich. So that's where I was. I thought you were speaking for yourself.
Well, I'm saying in
If
terms
you're not
of
speaking
gender
for
roles.
yourself,
In terms of
then-
gender roles,
Yeah, we're
just
accepting-
like
Yeah, but
how
if you're
a
not
woman's supposed
speaking-
to cook, then pay
No, I
everything. You want a woman
understand.
to cook, pay
I get
everything.
that.
Okay.
I get that. Well, all I was saying is for your personal preference.
No, not my
If,
personal preference.
right. That's where
Okay.
I was
See?
misconstruing.
See?
I thought that's what you were saying.
When you
That's it.
when you chime in, you got to kind of be specific of how you say things, because
Everybody's
anybody can say
talking,
anything
though.
you say wrong, and then it goes south. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was trying to say.
Right.
That
When
was
you
like
said it,
southeast. I wasn't even totally
We
south.
southeast
That
right
was
now, though.
southeast.
It's-
We are southeast.
Totally in the booth.
when you said it, you didn't say that's not the type of woman I am.
Right.
So I do
Oh,
apologize
fuck,
for that.
man.
I do apologize for
You
that.
you said, because you said if you got the money,
I
you're not
assumed
gonna
you
have to
could
cook.
tell
I
by the
assumed
way
you
that
could
I
tell.
articulated
No.
myself.
No,
I'm
because
not
I've
the
heard.
type to
That's
do
not
that.
true. I've heard
I've
women do
never-
exactly what you did. I've
I've
had
never
women
known
tell,
you.
Danielle.
say that and then turn around. Well, if he has the money, I'll do it. They're all women's lib freedom, but if he has the money, I'll do it. I know you know some. You know girls like that. Don't lie to me.
Oh, come
You
on.
know girls like that. You do.
Nah.
Come
And even
on.
if you know what the joke is, even if you don't know them, it's because they
Yeah.
haven't met him yet.
So that means
They're
us guys that are not as rich, or even not even close, or average guys have no shot with women like you. They have no shot because now
Women like
No, not her. She cleared that up.
or
She cleared that up.
women-
She wasn't speaking for herself.
we weren't speaking
Oh,
for
okay,
ourselves. We were just saying in
I
general.
Clear that
apologize.
up.
Woo,
Okay,
child.
she was being okay.
Yeah.
But-
Being
But,
Very
generous.
lit.
but it just goes okay. So we're being general.
I was
Like
submissive
if we're
to
being
fixing
if
this
we're
pen.
generalizing, like those it's my point that certain types of men, a lot of women only pay attention to. They only pay attention to the small amount of men, like you were saying, like it or not. Well, if we generalize a woman that, oh, I can only do this if a man is making this amount of money. So the guys that are not, they get left in the dust.
So the women that don't cook get left in the dust, bro.
True.
Where are
We
they?
get left in the dust too. People
The
who
women
Yeah,
that
for
don't cook.
certain
What about
uncertain
women
we
who
people.
ain't
can't
real
have
women.
babies?
Apparently, if you can't cook, you ain't a real woman. So we
Yeah.
in the dust.
We in the dust too with the
Welcome to
broke
the club.
guys. Yeah.
So
We're just talking about
So I-
preferences
So
at this
I
point.
guess
It's
we
not
go
Yeah,
collect
this-
dust together.
and I don't
So
try.
right,
So that's where it's going, collecting dust all together.
Yeah, we all just
That's where-
flowing.
You guys are a
Nobody
dusty
wants
bunch.
us.
But okay,
That's where
so
it goes.
You guys are a dusty
okay,
bunch.
so
That's where-
if you want a
Because
traditional woman,
So
then
if
I
nobody
think-
wants each other,
hang on. I'm gonna say this real soft,
connect
and
those
real
dots.
cute, and real
Good.
sweet, and
Sorry.
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I promise I'm gonna be sweet from now on. Okay.
Go ahead.
You don't know
Here's
how
a
to
liar.
be, by
Be
the
you.
I'm
way.
trying to soften up a little bit.
Where-
Okay.
hold on.
you,
liar,
do
Kels.
you.
Here's a
If-
liar.
If
Be
you
yourself.
want a traditional woman, then you should be a traditional man.
I agree.
But
Point
here's the thing.
blank, period.
Absolutely.
Respectfully, I think that these things should be things that should be discussed before the relationship is started, as to what your expectations are in a relationship. But hang on. But at the same time, you need to speak the same love language. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a relationship, you guys be moving in together, and she don't work and you work. Do you not think that you guys are going to have that conversation of, okay, I'm working a lot, you're going to be home, or can we make an agreement that you're cooking and doing so forth? And roles reversed. If she's the one working and he's the one staying home most of the time, that should be a conversation that's had where it's like, okay, I'm working 8-hour days, you're home working barely, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you're still bringing in money, but at the same time, like, because nowadays it's a 2-income household. Most households or two people working. So
But
as long as you guys can work that out, whatever you guys decide is your thing. This is Cam Newton's thing. Cam's Newton thing. He wants a traditional wife. Then I hope that he's a traditional man, and that person that woman holds him to that standard, and that's it.
Here's my problem with that, with the whole thing, is that someone has defined the term traditional household, and that doesn't really exist anymore.
It doesn't exist.
Never did.
Traditional
Never did.
That's
Traditional
never
genders,
did.
they do
all right.
exist.
So that's why
They
it
do.
bothers me when people say you want a traditional person. What is a traditional person? Like, what is a traditional wife?
A traditional
What's a traditional husband?
roles. We
It's a
can
general
all agree on
statement.
that. You can open
Yeah.
any psychology
General.
textbook. We know traditional gender roles.
Like
are a
woman
thing.
stays home,
No,
cooks,
right,
cleans,
but I'm saying like
children.
now I don't know why we are still going back to that though. We have women who are making 10 times as much as men
And
right
that's
now.
that's our
tradition.
point.
That's
That's
the
There's a
our
new
point.
tradition.
This is
No,
just
that's
the
a-
Cam Newton.
but
That's
I don't
the
think-
Cam
I don't-
Newton definition of a woman.
That's
When
all.
Right.
a woman has evolved to be so much more than that now.
Exactly.
Now we make more money than men.
Well,
Right,
so-
but
we
he-
can.
But he
Yeah.
was
Are
but he
most
was
of those
We
women
can't.
married?
but he's the type of
question.
person
So
who
I
was
didn't hear the
defining
question. Sorry.
that
What's the
people are.
question?
I think people were confused that he was defining how women are acting, not worth say acting, but presenting themselves as this that person that's bringing home the money and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden backdoor they can't do the shit that they're supposed to be or known to be doing back in the day. That's what he's trying to say, because he knows how he grew up, that a woman would cook, but now this person's being a boss and is claiming they're a boss, but when it comes to the household stuff, they're not doing it. They're not doing what he's known for women to do. That's why I believe why everybody's all up in arms. And I don't
But
know
my
why.
question, my question was, Tunde, is that are those women that make a ton of money, that make 10 times the amount as men, are most of those women married?
No.
I don't know those numbers. I don't know those stats. I don't know.
No.
those-
I don't
those
blame
numbers.
them.
They
I'd-
probably don't want to. They probably don't want to share.
I'd
them.
probably go to say that most of them aren't, or there's a good. It's
And
a,
why is
probably
that?
a
There-
Because
I know
more-
for a
men
fact
aren't into
most of them are.
emasculating when a woman makes
Okay,
more money.
here's
Like, why
okay,
is that?
but you know what? Here's the thing. I was actually gonna to extend to his question. My question to the ladies and everybody is coming out of tradition. Was that better for relationships or worse?
Worse, in my opinion, worse, because I'm a woman that, okay, not right now, but in general, I'm a woman that works and is expected to make money, just as much money as a man, and I have to do the traditional female gender roles. So for me, it was a raw deal. I would prefer to either just work or just be a stay-at-home woman. The fact that I have to do both, to me, feminism is not working in my favor right now. That's just my opinion.
Okay, but sorry, but to what you're saying, don't men have to do both in a non-traditional relationship?
I'm not in one of those, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know
So you think?
what
So
men
did
do
you
in
think?
those
So do you think?
situations.
So do you think feminism lied to you?
I think feminism did lie to me. I don't find it empowering. I find it fucking annoying that I have to do everything.
Okay, so
I
having
have to
said
make
all
money
of
and do everything. That's annoying. That's not
Yeah, so
empowering. I
Sam-
don't feel
Sam,
free.
having said that, then don't you want to be the woman that Cam was talking about?
No,
he's
I
re-
don't, because I still
Why
have
not?
an identity
Why
outside
not?
of a relationship.
Okay,
Because it's
sorry.
not expected.
So what's the middle ground?
The middle
Sorry.
ground is let me do my thing, and then we hire a nanny and a chef and a fucking housekeeper. Like,
I'm going off.
But again,
That's
the
not
men,
middle
the men
ground.
with money,
That
the men
is
with
middle
money,
ground.
they'll
Wow.
probably
That's
cater
middle
to
ground.
that
What?
need.
So
To be honest,
what?
though,
What is the man
That's why you
supposed
want
to do?
men with money.
What's
be
the
I get
man
it now.
supposed to do?
it's going to be a compromise. When you're in a relationship, it's going to be a compromise.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to compromise with each other, and that's what it is.
So basically,
Bottom line.
when you get into a relationship, the number one factor is communication, knowing what you're getting
course.
into
and
from the
knowing each
beginning.
other's love
course.
languages.
So-
You got to be transparent.
yeah,
You got to be
love-
transparent
love-
with
you
your
see,
expectations.
A lot of people depend on
and
that, and
everything.
yes, that's true. The love language and all, but again, if
I
you
don't
just
believe in it
talk,
personally.
no, I understand. Yes, some
Sorry.
people do, some people don't. But I think the only reason is you might not have the love languages or whatever mentality. You just have to talk it out. If you don't know what that person's thinking, or you don't know how that person's feeling, you won't know how to react to it. So that person's quality time is their love language. All right, but you won't know that unless you talk about it. You don't even have to care about thinking about what quality time is. You just know that they want this time to you or from you. You just do it.
We
You don't
have
have to
all
define
this
it. That's what I'm
data
saying. You don't have
and
to define
relationship.
all these things. All it is communication. You talk what's on your mind, how you feel, what you want, what you need. You will get it. And if they don't, you should not be in that relationship. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
Why burn two bridges and waste time and money and even a possibility to be happy somewhere else and just stay in a spot where you just keep on knocking heads. Just talk. That's it. That's the problem with a lot of relationships that I've seen, even in my own. I've had issues with communication. One side would talk, the other side won't. One side would put out that time and effort and all that. The other side won't. So if it's one
And who's
sided,
usually doing all that talking?
it doesn't matter who it is. That's the problem.
What are you
That's
trying
the
to
problem.
imply over this?
You're trying to imply
Should the
that
women
one
know
side
when
is
to shut up
one
or
side
what?
is yeah,
What
one
you
side
trying
is
to say?
talking. No, it goes both ways. That's why I kept on telling you. It's a two-way
No, I was
street.
just playing with slang over there.
No,
I'm being
That wasn't
quiet.
me. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
it's a two-way
No,
street.
I know. I'll own it. I'll own it.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna be quiet and listen.
No, all I'm saying is, like I said, it's a two-way street. So if you are pulling your weight and you feel that you're pulling your weight and you're not getting in the results that you want, and you're communicating and it's not happening, you leave. You don't have to explain why. You don't have to kind of burn or keep on.
Explanation would be cool. I mean, if you're
But
trying
you
to
don't have
leave,
to.
you should probably
No, but you don't have to. If
like,
you're
hey, you know what?
right.
Things
Yeah.
aren't working for us. You're not giving me what I need. I'm not giving you what you need. I got
even. But here's the thing. Here's the problem, though, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I was doing a lot of the things in my relationship, and I spoke on it. But if that person doesn't want to listen, I'm sorry. It's dead air to them. They don't feel it. They don't see it.
That's a different issue.
No,
That's
but I'm just saying.
No.
But I'm saying if someone's communicating and trying to do something,
I said it wrong.
go on.
That's a different show.
Fair enough.
It's a
But
different topic for
right. But what I'm saying is that if someone is trying to communicate and the other person doesn't want to listen, then you don't have to explain why you're ending the situation with this.
But I mean, in Cam's opinion, a woman just needs to shut up and know when to let the man leave. So where's communication there?
That's absolutely true.
That's him talking out of his ass. That's all you can say.
But that's what we're talking about.
But that's what we're talking about. That's the topic of the day, right?
But that's a man. That's a man who's been privileged to live a certain lifestyle and get a certain type of women attraction for how he lives his life. Because I can't be saying that shit and thinking that someone's gonna come talk to me after I spit that on their ear. Hell's no.
Okay, hold on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Who do you think would be married first? A bad bitch or Cam's definition of a woman?
What's your definition of a bad bitch, though? Because
that's
your definition of a bad bitch.
No, his definition, not my definition.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Based on his definition of a bad bitch, I think people and men.
Why is being married a goal?
Yeah, why is being married even a goal first?
Why are you asking the question
now
without answering it?
Now
asking the question with a question. That's what they like to do. They like to answer the question with a question.
Terms of the question.
Hold on a
Instead
second.
of answering the question.
I don't need to be married though. Like,
not you.
No, he's not asking you specifically.
Not you.
I'm
asking in general.
It's hard for me to answer a question. I don't know. I guess a stupid woman would be like, "Oh yeah, let me get married to Cam Newton and fucking
that's kind of
cook
like
his food and clean." Yeah, I guess.
No, so
okay, sure, maybe a woman
but you'll be set.
A very submissive
money,
woman will be picked over a very
provision,
masculine woman any day.
Protection.
Okay.
I don't think being a bad bitch is a masculine trait.
You'll get your nanny when you wear Cam Newton. You'll get your nanny.
No, hear me out.
I agree.
I'm not being funny. I'm being straight up. You're telling me that's a masculine trait.
Laughing.
No. If you're a successful woman, you're a successful person. Period. Just because you're bringing in more money doesn't mean that you're the wearing the pants in this place. No, you're just a better person at what you're doing. So don't try to put a gender on that attitude. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, can I ask you guys a question? Do you think men respect? Okay, yeah. Sorry, go back to your question.
Okay, so when you asked about marriage, we went back to isn't that traditional that you're in a relationship to be married?
Not necessarily.
Well,
I
back,
was in a
going
They
back
relationship
in
gotta-
the
for
day.
like
no,
not
but
12
necessarily.
years
you
and I
guys
didn't get
gotta,
married.
you gotta
A
understand.
relationship's like a partnership, a
You
business.
missed part of his question. You
I
missed
don't
part of his
know.
question. You
So
said to get
I read
married
this shit.
isn't that traditional?
Hold
To
on,
get
I didn't hear you
married,
guys.
to get married isn't that traditional? That's
Is
what
That
he
is
said.
definitely traditional, but,
Right.
Yes.
but
Right.
does everybody want that though?
But
That's
not the-
that's a whole different
but
question.
No.
You're
To answer your
answering
question,
my
no.
question with a question.
Okay, so
They
what
have
is
to
your
change
question?
the terms.
He said based on the whole
He
topic.
said, "Do I think that a bad bitch will get married before a traditional woman?" Let's
The
No,
say.
no.
traditional Cam
I
Newton
said
woman.
Cam's definition of traditional.
Right.
Of both.
Um,
It's Cam's definition of both.
Yes.
Correct.
You're right.
Yes,
You're
yes.
right.
I really don't know what the stats are on that. Who would get married first? I
I'm just
mean,
asking your opinion.
I
What do you
really
think?
don't know because do men respect women that are in that situation? Sure, they might get married first. Will that marriage last?
Mm.
Do you know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
would
You're
that
right.
man have any respect for that
You're right.
woman?
But that's
You're
a
right.
different thing. They would get
Mm.
married though.
But
Lasting is a different
But
thing.
what is that the definition of success? Just being able to get married?
But
Is that the
wasn't
milestone?
question.
That's
No,
it. That's
but-
I
it.
agree with you, but that wasn't the question.
Traditionally, you get into a relationship looking for marriage, correct?
Traditionally, yes.
Mhm.
So the end goal is marriage.
No, the end goal is a successful relationship with someone that lasts the
I
test of
agree.
time.
You just said traditionally.
Whether that's a
that was
marriage
it.
or whether that's a signed document or
I'm
not, I
confused.
mean,
The end
That's
goal
not-
is happiness.
They're
the
speaking
end goal
about
should
different
be
things.
that. So
They're
yeah,
speaking about
maybe
different
a
things.
woman who accepts those traditional gender roles
Right.
might walk down the aisle
Yes.
sooner than another woman, but will
Yes.
she be happier? Will that relationship
Yes.
last?
So
Will it
that
stand the
answers
test
his
of
question.
time? And I don't know that it would, because
Right.
I think
But
any
Oh, God.
on both sides of that, one, yes, she will get married first, in my opinion. But on the other side, will she stay married? Maybe not.
maybe not.
However, 50% of people don't stay married, no matter
Exactly.
what the situation.
Exactly.
So
So
that
you're doomed
doesn't
from the jump.
it doesn't
So it was
matter
a
either
doctor.
way.
It was a doctored question. I get it. Nice
Well,
job,
he's
Jules.
specifically talking about traditional.
Yeah, I was saying
Yes.
tradition.
And as women do, sorry ladies, sorry to generalize, they're trying to put it in their context so that they don't stick to
Yes.
a traditional woman will get married first. That's pretty much, I'm sure all of us believe this.
Back in the day. I mean,
I don't know.
Today!
I don't know.
Today!
that.
No,
It
we're talking about
depends on the type of
today.
man.
Listen.
oh, today.
The type of man,
Yeah,
because
today.
I'm not a
Well,
traditional
you
woman,
know
and I
why,
got married
ladies,
before all of my
ladies,
friends.
Ladies,
So,
why
I
you
mean, I don't
believe it?
know.
I'm gonna tell you why I know why you believe it, because you just said a submissive woman who believes in that stuff. Yeah, she probably would, because the submissive woman would get picked up by most men, because most men, in your guys' opinions, want that. Am I not wrong? Am I wrong? Most men want
No,
a
you're
woman.
absolutely right.
Yes.
You're right.
Do you believe that a traditional woman would get married before?
Oh,
Can you
we
give
got-
a white man's perspective and the fact that like you would not be with one of those women?
who is that in the corner?
my podcast.
I mean, well, it could be
Yes,
valuable
okay.
insight
They can't
though.
hear
But
us.
even if he says yeah, he wouldn't want to be with one of those women, we're speaking generally. Generally,
Yes.
most men would rather, even if they do it and then find out they don't like it.
Right.
Most of us think
Yes.
we want a submissive woman.
Correct.
I personally don't want a submissive woman. Me
Right,
personally.
but you're
Yeah,
right.
you
Most
look
of
like
us-
you like the fight over there. I can see
Yeah,
you. You
I
like
am that
it.
guy. But most
Yeah, I can
men
see
think
You need a little
that they
fight
want.
back.
You need a little
Yeah.
fight back.
Yeah.
A little fire.
I don't want a slave.
Yes,
I
sir.
want
You
a
don't want a yes.
Sorry.
No, I
No,
want a
you don't.
partner.
That's
I
why
want
they
a
don't want
partner.
women to be quiet, because
Okay.
they like the combativeness.
No, but here's the thing.
Or do
Here's
they
the
just
thing.
like a challenge? Is it is it
No,
combat?
Not
or
a
is it
challenge. It's just
Why
life.
do,
It's
why
not
do
a
we have to
challenge.
challenge for you guys? Why do we have to
Not-
challenge?
I don't mind a
It's not a
challenge.
What do you
Challenge is
mean?
good.
I don't think
like
it's a challenge.
So you
Challenge is good.
It's
You
an
want a woman
adaptability.
to just be like, yes, whatever you say, yes.
wow,
okay,
that's
sure.
Never.
so interesting.
That's
That's,
Never.
that's an interesting
No,
man's
let me
perspective
explain
that I
myself though.
didn't,
But
I didn't
listen,
really
Let him explain.
understand.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
Because I thought that like non-challenging people are kind of boring, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's
Explain.
what I thought.
well,
are
Like
boring.
I don't
It
want someone who
depends on your
doesn't challenge
definition
me.
of
I need
boring.
someone who challenges
Like,
me on the daily to be a better person, the best version of
I don't
myself.
need
I
to
need
be
to
I don't need to
continually
be
grow. And I can't
challenged.
do that with someone who doesn't challenge me.
Mhm.
I don't
No?
need to be
Dead
challenged.
silence.
If
You don't need to be
if
challenged.
I'm trying to explain it. I don't
go
need to
ahead.
be challenged for every little thing or every decision that I make. You know, sometimes
Who said
you just
that,
have to
though? Like, who
have
But does it
said?
need to be that way? Like
Who
it's not,
said that a
it's not
woman that
every decision.
challenges you is arguing with what you eat for breakfast? We don't give a fuck. Like, a real woman that's wanting to challenge
now,
you
see,
is challenging, like, your ideas about morality, spirituality, your
Not
career
what you wanna
goals,
have for
your
breakfast or
5-year
dinner.
plan. We don't give a fuck what socks you wore, bro. We really don't care. Like,
she's missing the point.
Fire.
She's missing the point.
I was gonna say this. Just the men. Just the men. Just the men.
You're
Just
missing
the
the
men.
entire point.
Hold on.
bro.
Let me
You
ask
know
you a
what I'm saying?
question. Let me just ask. Just the men. Just the men. Even if we don't agree with what Cam said about women needing to know when to be quiet, do you understand what he was saying? Just the men.
Yes. Yes. I understand exactly what
he
he's
said
saying.
just the men. We can't answer.
I understood what he
understand
meant
where
by
he's
it.
coming
And
from?
I think the men need to
I
know when to
understood
fuck
what
up
he
I
too, but I don't need to say that.
100%
That's
of
a
what he
different,
said.
that's
No,
a
no, no,
definition
no.
of a man.
Okay, I
My
agree,
problem with
ladies.
what-
I
what she
agree,
said.
No, we
ladies.
agreed. What he said was out of pocket.
Human beings should know when to shut up in general.
In
The
Right.
reason
general.
why I
Correct.
asked,
Exactly. So
the reason, hold on though, the reason why, because we can also agree that men and women are different. We are
Yeah.
different. Women tend to be more quick to voice their feelings.
Feelings. Yes.
Women
Feelings,
tend
okay.
to be more quick
Mhm.
to voice their feelings.
Mhm.
Voice them.
Yes.
women
Voice them.
need to be. And
Women
men aren't in the same
tend to-
category.
What? Say again?
Men,
Say
men,
again?
men don't
Remember,
voice-
men and women are not the same.
Men are
So
not
are-
emotional
Yeah, are
beings.
men and
We're
women
not the
men and-
same.
we're the same?
Okay.
Do you think you can actually say that men are emotional beings?
We can be.
Yes, but again,
We
we're
can
talking
be.
traditional, right? We're
Yeah.
going back.
We're
We're
generally
saying that women voice their emotions and their feelings
more
more
openly
vocal, more
and
openly than
vocally
men do.
than
Yeah.
men,
That's a given.
right? Are we disagreeing
Right.
on this,
Are we
ladies?
agreeing or
I don't even know what you're
disagreeing?
saying.
I don't even know. Are the women allowed? Like,
Are
are
we
we
allowed
allowed
to
to weigh
speak?
in on this
No,
one?
no,
Or is
I'm
this just a
asking
men?
you.
Fuck it.
I'm not trying to be petty. I'm
Here we
just
go.
No,
Why we
I'm
gotta
really
go there?
asking. I
Why?
didn't know if we were supposed to weigh in
Oh
on that
man.
one.
Y'all
You
bugging.
didn't know when I said ladies are it should that you should say something? You didn't know that? Oh, you didn't hear
Are
me.
we arguing emotional intelligence? Okay, sure. Maybe women are more in tune with emotions and are more likely to express them. Do you have the stats on that? I don't know. Do we
Do you
really
ever
care?
notice that a woman
Is that
always
really
has
a
to
part of
change
this
the
conversation?
statement
Like,
of the question in order to answer it? Do you guys notice that? Every question that's asked has to be changed to be answered.
Do you
Yo,
realize that you
I'm getting
generalize every
confused.
Notice
So
it's
I'm
question
just
you
never
give
like
a
us?
sitting back and
Do you,
just trying
do you
to
realize that
yes
you
comprehend.
or
generalize
no.
every question that you've given us so that when we ask you for an example, you want to generalize the question for us? Do you realize
A
that as
general
well?
answer to a general question. Yes. Because
So I can't specify anything from your questions that
you
need specifying?
definitely can, but not
But I
if
do,
you're
and
answering
then
the
you
question.
tell me that I ask a question on a question. So
All right,
okay,
so
sometimes just
for me
be
to
more
answer a question
so what so what
honestly,
so what was your
Change the
to get
question,
the
Sam?
You're not.
specifics, but you
What
can't
was
hear
your
me because
question?
you're
What you
talking over
do
me.
is
So that's
change
why
the
there's a
question
problem.
to answer it. You change
Now,
Hold
the
on,
question
Sling.
to
Hold on,
answer it.
Sling. Let's try this out. Let's
I think
experiment
I'm over
here.
it, to be
What
honest.
was your
I think
question?
I'm over it. I
What
can't
was
even
your
answer a
question,
question
Sam?
without
Okay,
being so
Kales
over
is
it.
He's
out,
over
but I'm
it.
still
Yeah,
in.
hey,
So
okay.
I will still argue with y'all.
But
because I'm
hey,
still out.
Kels is out, but women definitely are not more emotional than men. Definitely not. I'm bugging.
Does
I'm
that
bugging.
even
I'm
matter
bugging.
though? Because
I'm
when
bugging. I'm bugging. I'm bugging.
okay, so when Cam Newton said that women need to know when to be quiet and allow a man to lead, that's assuming that the man is capable of leading. And some women will not sit quiet because they're with pussy ass bitch men that can't lead. And sometimes we need to be the leaders. How
And
about those
sometimes
women?
the woman just doesn't
I'm
know
not
when to
trying to
shut
be a
up.
mouthy bad bitch, but
No,
I'm
I
just
agree with
saying
you.
if I'm with a man who can't handle my shit, then I gotta handle it. Like, who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
And
Why would you
sometimes
be
the
with him
girl
in
just
the first
doesn't know
place?
when to shut up.
I'm just saying
Sometimes
some
that's the case.
people like so women should only be with men that can, you know, like I don't know, like where are you guys
Now,
going with this?
isn't that we keep talking about tradition? Isn't that tradition?
Yeah, but where are
It
the
is.
traditional men? The traditional men that okay, there are the
You
What
traditional
do
said,
men
you
yeah,
that
what
want
do
to
but,
you
be
and
mean?
then you,
traditional
All right,
women.
so what
Where
do
are
you
the
mean by
traditional
traditional
men
men?
that want to be traditional men?
What do you mean by
Where
that?
are they? Can a brother build
Define
me a
it.
deck? Can he cut down a tree?
Define traditional.
Like, come on. Where
you
are the
just said,
traditional
yeah,
Okay,
but,
men?
and then you
so
Could he
changed
go
the
out
whole
there and
thing.
kill me a bison? I don't eat bison, but I mean, could he do that?
So
could.
you answer the
So
question,
you want
and then you
want a cage
redefine
man?
the answer.
No, I'm
With
just
asking a
saying, like,
question.
men want traditional women without having to be a traditional man. Aside from money, there's more
So
than
that's
money that makes
so
a
that's how far
traditional
back you're
man.
going. You're going back to caveman days,
I
right?
could build
That's
a
how
deck.
far
I
back
could
you're going
chop
with
down
it.
a tree. I could kill a bison.
Could you? Then you a
Like
traditional man, and maybe you need a
this day
traditional
and age,
woman
we
if
don't.
that's what you
This day
want.
and
If you
age, we
could
don't
offer
need to
that.
do that.
Jules, you're strong like
In this
bull.
day and age, we don't need to kill no buffaloes. We don't need to hunt down gazelles
Why
and
do I
shit
need
like
to
that.
cook? Why do I
We
need to
don't.
cook? There are people who do that. There are people who there are nannies that
All right,
raise children. Why I
we're
gotta
not
do
saying
that?
y'all have to. Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to do. We're not saying that you have to.
No, we're saying in Cam's definition of a traditional woman, he expects women to be traditional, but can he offer being a traditional
That is
man?
part of the traditional landscape.
Aside from
That's
finances.
part of it.
Aside from finances, it
but
takes more than
It
just
takes more
offering
than
finances
finances to be a traditional man.
And that's why I said we're going off of a view of a man who's successful already,
Exactly.
who can definitely
So
say
he's
what he
kind
can
of
say
he operates in a
because he
vacuum.
can.
That's an
He
isolated
already
situation.
provides.
That's not like the everyday man. Do you know what I mean?
That's why this is a loaded question, because again, Cam is in a different tax bracket than all of us.
Yeah, so maybe he
If
can make
we-
those demands
if-
of a woman,
if-
and a
if
woman
I
might be
said-
more interested in being that type of woman
If I said that
because of
comment,
that tax
There's
bracket.
there's everyday men that have that situation, so we can't
right?
say that.
Yeah, no, you're right. There's
Every
men that-
relationship is specific to its own. That's
True.
just
True,
everybody's
exactly.
different.
True.
That's fair.
We're not in disagreement of that, though. We
No.
should admit it to the
However,
No, but it's
however-
just that Cam was making the generalization, so
But
we're
yeah, so
Right.
we're operating off the generalizations
We're
that
trying to
he
go off of what
provided.
Cam is saying,
Right.
not what these guys.
No, we
idea of a
get
man or-
that, but then when we're at, but then when we're saying we're asking you a general question, you're going back to Cam and his point of view. We're asking you
Because
a
that's-
general question.
Okay, so
About
give me your
certain
general
things.
question, and I will not relate it back to Cam.
Like,
Are you
That
gonna-
was- that was the topic today? Was Cam?
Are you gonna
going
change?
off.
Are you gonna change the question
So-
or just answer the
Okay.
question?
So
I mean,
do
I'm a
you
politician.
understand-
I'll answer what I feel is being asked.
Ah, thank you. I like that. As long as you can admit it, I love that. That's great.
I'm kidding though. Anyways, answer.
No, you're not.
ask
No,
your
you're not.
question.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But it's good.
but we do understand that there are cultures that is still the tradition.
That's fine.
I guess maybe I'm the wrong person to answer this because I'm a woman that makes money who married a white guy who doesn't have to cook and clean. So maybe my opinion on this is not, you know what I mean,
No.
as valid as what
No,
you
no,
guys
no,
are.
Okay.
No, why would you think? Why would you think
No,
it's
no, but hold
not
on, that was
valid?
Because
That was a
no, because
basic
he's saying
question.
tradition, like culture and tradition. I
All
went against
Jules
that. You know what I
asked
mean?
you
If I was
is
gonna go culturally
traditionally
traditional, I would have
speaking.
married a West Indian man, and I would be in here cooking and cleaning. But
that's
I
not
chose
what
not to do that.
That's not what I said. That wasn't even a question.
traditionally speaking is what he's
That's what he
asking.
said.
He said cultural. He said culture has
So
something
so a
to
man
do with
so a man
tradition.
can choose whether or not to protect and provide, right?
Pardon me?
No, what I
So
what I-
so you
what I
just said
asked-
you decided you didn't want to cook and clean. So a man can decide whether or not he wants to protect and provide.
no, we're not gonna go there.
I don't know
It's
about
not
that
preference.
because
We're not gonna go there.
if I
Oh,
make
we
the
don't know
same
about
amount
that,
of money
No,
as
no,
my
no.
man,
I just
I don't
But
know.
cook- but
answer the
Cooking
question.
is important, right? Cooking is important, right?
Eating is important.
Eating is
Y'all are-
important. So
Eating is important. I don't
So is
care how it
exercise.
gets delivered to me.
Y'all
but
are
I'll
stuck
eat it.
on.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
are stuck
yeah,
on the
yeah.
actual acts. And I'm asking a simple question. Do you understand that even in 2022, there is still cultures that believe that ideology?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not arguing
That was-
that at all.
How was that even-
That was a question from the jump. That was it.
All I said was that I'm not that woman. I didn't.
Well, you got
believe
no.
in
we
that.
didn't
You're
ask
absolutely
if
right.
you were that woman.
Just
Yes,
no,
but
you're
can I answer
absolutely
your
correct.
question?
You,
No,
you
because I'm
said
not that
all of that.
No,
What you
but
just
I
said-
never
what you
asked
didn't
you
do is
what
say
type of
yes or
woman
no.
you were.
You didn't say yes
I
or
never
no.
asked you
You
that.
said
Hey,
everything
you're
else
talking at
but
once.
yes
Who's
or
talking
no.
here?
Yeah.
Nana.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm talking now.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
I never asked you for all the extra stuff. I just asked a simple question.
Yeah, there are those cultures, but we're not talking about
Yeah,
that. This
yeah,
is
there are
American
cultures.
guy.
Of course, there's cultures.
Have you not American? Tell me his culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cam Newton.
Traditionally,
Newton
Slang,
was
they're,
also
they're just
British.
proving our points
Yeah, but
even
are we
more.
in
They're just
Black Bush,
proving our
India
points
right
even more.
now? I don't think so.
I don't.
Cam Newton is still from the
All
South.
I can do is laugh. It's just
Yeah,
hilarious.
Cam is
I
raised
just
in
don't
the
But that's
understand.
certain.
Like,
exactly
that's
what
what
Cam
happens when
Newton
it's a panel
was
of
trying
men
to
and not a panel
insinuate.
of women talking about
That's what Cam Newton was trying to
the
insinuate in the
definition
first
of a
place.
woman from Cam Newton.
Yeah.
We cannot decipher what that is either.
Why don't we get a
Because
recognized
because
perspective
just
on what the
because y'all
definition
don't
of
like
woman
it,
is? I bet you
I
the
can
definition
ask
is
you.
it's a
different.
big issue.
Now, I told you from jump. I said we asked women to come on and talk, and they didn't want to talk.
You should probably get more women on the panel.
Yeah, you definitely should.
We should.
Hold
Hold on now.
They
Or
must be
business
Are they in the
busy
chat?
cooking.
Or
Anybody
Hold on,
in the
hold
chat?
on.
Come on,
Hold
come
on.
up.
Hold
now.
on.
Talk about
Hold
it.
down.
Can't be on this podcast.
What's
Definitely
that?
should.
Make sure that food is ready.
Man, hot.
Wow.
All right, Kay.
This is
Wow.
amazing.
Kay.
This is amazing.
Kay.
This is hot.
when to be quiet.
Kay.
You need to know when to be quiet.
Hello. Kay.
I never seen so
They
many
don't like it.
unoffended
They don't
people
like
in
it
my
now.
life. This is amazing. The man asked a question,
Kaylee.
it just wasn't answered, and now we're telling
Kaylee.
you guys to shut up. We never said that. It was actually the
I never
opposite.
said. I never
It was
said
the
that you said
opposite.
that.
We wanted you to answer.
I never
the
said
question.
that you said that. I said
But
that
that's
to
how you
her,
guys are
and her
acting.
husband's
My
here.
husband did.
I never said that. Y'all said that.
Can you hear
Y'all
me?
can get jumpy and clap all you want, but
No,
I didn't say that. You
Kaylee.
said her to be quiet. So
Kaylee, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So we have literally had at least 3 women in that chat that you see that when we added everyone here, at least 3 women for every single topic. They just choose not to come on.
Yeah.
I can honestly kind of
them.
see why some women wouldn't want to.
No, but this that has nothing to do with, because we started shows with more women than men on the show. That's
So
how
then
we
why
started.
aren't the women coming on your shows then?
We
You
have
need to
no
ask that
idea.
question to them.
That's what we're
They
saying.
are they're the first ones to message.
I
They're
mean,
the first ones
It's
to
the
jump
men's
and
fault.
talk
It's the
about
men's
it.
fault. It's
so
definitely the
far
men's fault.
I've been asked a question
It's
and
definitely
then
the men's
I'm
fault.
criticized when I'm asked to
Yeah.
have it like, you know,
And we were not
specify.
criticized. We've never been criticized in this conversation.
I
The
didn't
men,
criticize you.
the men didn't get criticized.
We got criticized, but look
I
how
did not
we
criticize
Come
you.
on, son. Of
I did
course
not
we did.
criticize
We've been criticizing each other.
I just asked a
Solid
question.
argument.
the situation would be a
Come
little
on,
bit
son.
different if it were one man and a panel of women criticizing a man.
Oh,
I'm
here
trying
we
to give you
go.
whatever answers I can
Okay.
in my perspective. I can't speak for all women.
You
I'm
have
speaking
you
for
have
me.
You're
a
right.
partner beside
You're right.
you.
And we
Yeah, of
we
course.
respect that.
Of course.
But we
like,
respect that,
sometimes when
though.
I'm answering
Hold on,
or like
hold
I'm
on.
trying to answer or something, I have some people talking over me. So it's like I don't really like, you know what, this is my perspective. This is what it is. I don't really know what else to add.
It is your point of view, and we respect your point of view. The thing is that you're only one woman,
I don't
and
think they do.
we've opened the floor and the forum for others, and they choose not to. So if you think this is an attack on you, it is not.
No, I didn't say that at all.
We commend both you and Sam for voicing your opinions, because most women don't. So that's a problem, though, and that's a problem.
Hey,
Because again,
I'm enjoying this.
I've
I'm enjoying the
I've given-
discourse, the back and forth. I like it.
I've given the opportunity for many people, and then people will say something after the fact.
Mhm.
Right, and that's the thing. I don't need excuses. I commend you every time I talk to you. I commend you for speaking up, because that's what we want. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear the other side of how a situation is looked at on a female person point of view. That's fine. That's what we want.
That's
But
what you
it's
want. But then when you
unfortunate-
hear
it's
it, do you accept it?
Of course, it's my show. Of course,
I didn't get
accept it.
that today, but
Well, again, it got a bit heated, but no one's disrespecting you. I don't believe any of these men are disrespecting you or think.
no, I didn't
you're-
say that either.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
saying
say
I don't
that.
think
I'm not overly bothered by what he said. I was just giving a female perspective.
Now,
Like aside from this podcast, we wouldn't even give this guy a second thought.
No, not really. That's what he wants. So that's
Because
what he gets.
it was just garbage commentary to begin with. So the fact that we're even talking about it is entertaining. Such a
I mean, it's like
a prehistoric view, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
why are we even giving?
But
again,
I
we're
think it's
talking-
it's an important topic to talk about in
It's
terms
not.
of how people
it's not a-
view
it's not-
dating
no.
and relationships.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
totally.
It's
I
not an
think that
important topic in
Whatever
terms
you
of.
want,
if-
you should
I don't-
look for. I think that
And be transparent
if
about that.
if these are qualities that you look for in a woman, make sure that you are
Because
communicating
now
that.
men-
Make
men
sure
are-
that you are
Men
transparent
are
about
being more
that.
honest and upfront
Let
about
her
what we
finish.
want.
Post wait. Let her finish.
So
her
Okay.
then my perspective is, if these are the qualities that you look for in a woman, make sure that you're transparent about it. Make sure that you communicate that and that you're able to find a woman to give you those needs. Don't find a woman and then expect those qualities. Find the woman that's willing to give you those. Don't expect
And
them
they
from a
do
woman that's
exist.
not that type of woman. The
Right.
end.
Yeah, you'll find your yin to your yang. You just have to look. That's all. And don't settle.
If you want a woman to cook and clean and take care of the kids, don't find a CEO of a company. You know what I'm saying? Find a woman that's able to give you what you need.
The
As a
CEO,
woman, and a woman too. Women who just want men for money. Find a man that is willing to
So
give you
I
that money.
so I should find the, I guess, barista or the couch potato gamer. I don't know.
Bro,
If I can't find the CEO, which one? Tell
what
me,
do you
help me out.
want? But like, what do you want in a woman? Find what you want in a woman. Don't find a woman and then expect her to give you what your standards are.
Because
Make
that's
sure-
your definition.
Because
of a
that's
woman.
your definition of a woman. Find what you want. Find a woman that can give you what you want, that's willing to give you what you want. Don't find a woman
I
that
don't know.
expects her to
I think my
change her ways.
definition of a woman, she don't exist anymore. So it
She
is what it is.
definitely
I'm not gonna.
exists. She
They all
definitely
exist.
exists,
Gamer
brother.
chicks?
Gamer
She
couch.
They all
definitely
Gamer
exist.
chicks? I know gamer chicks.
She
You want a gamer
definitely
chick? I can hook
exists.
you up with a
She
gamer
just
chick.
may not exist so much in North America, from what I'm gathering from what you want.
What do
That
you
might-
want?
All right. Let's ask a
That
question.
might-
What do you
What
want?
is this
What do
guy
you
and
want?
what do
Wait.
you want?
What do you want in a
That's
woman?
a good question. What do you want? Like, what do you look for in a woman?
I think I explained this the last time I was on, if I recall, but I'll just go over it real quick again for those that didn't hear me the first time. Feminine, friendly, have a great personality that's nice,
What is
that is that caters to my needs, you know,
Which are
which
respectfully.
are
Respectfully, what are your needs?
just to, you know, be my peace, you know, help out around the home, domesticated, but at the same time, you know, if you want to work, if you want to secure your own bag, that is awesome. That's great. You know, and I'll be supportive 100% of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Or
but
someone that can give you 50% kind of thing. Like, you know, if you want to work, but like still contribute to the household and so on and so forth kind of thing.
Meet you halfway.
right. And if we have kids, like, you know what I'm saying, like take care of the kids. Of course, I'm going to lend a hand in taking care of the kids. I do it myself with my
An
own
equal
child.
partnership, really.
So, right. I mean,
Fair.
I don't think that, you know, that's too difficult.
So
to
why do
obtain.
you?
I
So
don't
why
think
do you
so
say?
either, to
So
be
why do you
honest.
tell people that? Why do you tell people that it doesn't exist? If you just gave us a pretty much vanilla situation
I don't think
of what you
Pretty
in
want.
this
much,
day and
yeah.
age that woman exists anymore.
No,
because,
it's because no. You know why?
I wanna
Because
know.
you're
Would
not
you call
trying.
that
I'm going to call you out
traditional?
right now. You ain't trying.
come on.
You're
I'm not trying.
You're not trying.
I
Okay.
think that
You wanted
That
wanted
woman's
shit
definitely
handed
out
to you on a
I mean,
platter.
these days I'm not really trying because I'm, you know, I'm focusing on me. I gotta focus on myself, and I gotta focus on doing better for
So
myself.
then you don't want a relationship. Don't tell me this is what you want and you're not in that mindset for
I
it.
do want a relationship,
No, you're
but
contradicting
that's
yourself.
not a. There were times that I made that a priority of mine, but now I'm trying to make it less of a priority because I have other goals and other aspirations I'm trying to attain. And me, you know, being in a relationship, I mean, it could be a distraction. It could be, you know, something that I can't deal with at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always factors. Like I'm
Okay.
not trying to.
No, I
you're
get
just
you.
basically bettering
here's-
yourself
But
until you
I
find
got
that
my eye
perfect
open.
person.
Like
But here-
I'm open to talking
Okay. Here's the
and
thing.
seeing where it goes.
You have a perfect mindset for a person who wants success in their life for themselves. Whatever happens in terms of relationship, it's a bonus because you're not really searching for it. But if it happens, you'll accept it. But the thing is, you're telling me, or you're telling us, you're saying that person doesn't exist. This is what you want, and blah blah blah. But you're not
It
pushing
does
that
exist. You
that
just haven't
energy.
found it
I
yet.
mean,
But you'll find it.
I was being tongue in cheek about it. Honestly,
find
understand.
it.
I'm pretty sure she does exist out there, but like nowadays, like what I'm seeing and what I'm meeting and what I'm, you know, interacting, like I don't think that a lot of women are on that mindset.
Oh, I'm not even trying.
On their
Okay.
boss babe mindset. They're on their, you know, fuck all these men mindset.
So
They're
then you
on
leave-
the
So you leave them alone. Simple.
So that's not.
Here's
the-
my
That's not the one for you then.
my piece of advice to this, because I know what you're talking about. Stay off social media, sir.
Yeah.
Meet real
Yeah.
women in the real
Yeah.
world.
As a
Yeah.
person who's
I
not,
That,
definitely
what you are
agree with
I
that.
would
I
agree.
definitely agree.
Yeah.
Because what
And
you
that's
are
why I kept-
describing is what I call internet idealism. There are everybody's on there saying they don't need nobody else,
I think that's what
and
I
they're
said in the
all
beginning.
lying.
Mhm.
They're all lying. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
But it's
a lot
also
of
hard to find a woman that's not on social media. That's not on religiously as well. So
Yeah.
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
kind of
like
looking for as
the
well.
thing is though, like
I'm not.
so like it, for example, I'm on social media, but I'm also looking for someone who can be like a 50-50 partner. Like I want to be able to work. I feel like I like working. I run my own business. So
And
it would
that's
be
awesome. That's
right.
That's
So
great.
like, but I'm on social media. So like, should someone kind of look at me and be like, oh, like you're not my person because you're on social media? You know what I mean? Like, but even
No,
though I
That's
can,
not what I meant though.
If-
When
if-
I
no,
said,
no, no,
I
I
said
know,
for,
I know.
I
I'm just
said
giving
for
like an
him.
example.
Right.
Yeah, for him, because I
Yeah.
think that's what he's seeing.
Yeah,
He's
no,
seeing the
fair,
girls
fair.
are like
And
that.
I'm just giving like an example, like, you know, like if you say like, you know, watch women on social media if they're on religiously, not that like again, it's not like against your opinion or anything like that, but if you were to see a woman like me on social media, but I can still offer those qualities, like
Right.
would you cancel me out because of my
Yeah.
social media?
Is it fair
Right.
to
You know what I mean?
discount someone
no,
simply
no, no.
because?
Right.
No.
It's all about communication from there. You say, hey, you know what?
Sorry. So,
You can
sorry,
have
let me
social
just
media. That's
just
fine.
explain again what I meant by that is, because I've gone through this, is
Mhm.
you're inundated with a certain type of girl. Like you keep
Mhm.
seeing a certain type of tweet, a certain type of post, so then you start, every girl is like that
Mhm.
out there, period. So when I'm
Mhm.
telling him to stay off social media, I'm not saying you need to find a girl that isn't on social media.
Fair,
Mhm.
fair, fair,
Just
fair.
for his self
Yes.
view of the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go outside, meet a girl, because I'm on that. Like right now, I know exactly what you're saying. I'm keep telling myself this summer I'm going out to find good women, because I feel like internet is all
Good
bad
luck.
women.
No,
You
Oh,
feel
I
like
mean,
the internet is all
I'm gonna
bad
need
women?
It's not all bad women, but they're all also
No,
certain
I'm
mindsets.
saying sorry. It appears. That's what I should say. They
Yeah.
appear.
No,
to,
I totally agree. Hell, even last night I sat out and I sat out by the river. There's a river nearby where I live here, and I come down and frequent and like just taking the environment, taking the
Where you
scene, because
live? Where you live, there's a
we've been
river.
having some beautiful
yeah,
nights
where do
here.
you live? Oh, you're in the States, aren't you?
I live in Tampa, Florida.
Oh goddamn. That's right.
Beautiful Tampa,
But where
Florida.
else?
It's
I know
lovely.
2
I'm
days
telling
from
you.
here, but
2 days from here.
where are the other
He's-
people from?
Jules from Florida, I believe, right?
I'm from
Yeah.
Toronto.
I'm in
Slang's in
St.
Toronto.
Pete.
Jules and I are neighbors, basically.
Ah,
And this guy's from Toronto, Slang.
We're
Yeah.
separated. We're
Where are you
separated by an
Well,
8-mile bridge.
Brampton to be exact.
Pardon
Brampton?
me?
Yeah,
Brampton.
but
Brampton.
Yeah, Brampton.
Ah.
B-Town.
I'm from Jada.
But yeah, I mean, exactly. Outside
What?
and just
I grew
From
up in
Finch?
Jada
we
Wilson.
Oh, nice.
yeah. But to
Finch?
finish what you were saying, Sling, like I've been outside a lot. I've been just not and I'm not just outside just looking for women. No, I'm just outside just chilling, just like
Yeah.
enjoying.
Real
Enjoying
world.
the scenery, enjoying a little 420 if I'm what I'm saying, if I'm out there. What I'm saying? Just chilling, just vibing, So
Cheers.
I feel like she's out there for you, bro.
She
Yeah,
is.
you, like you said, you
There's
just
a few. You go
take-
find like 10.
Everything you
Absolutely,
described is
absolutely.
like
Go outside.
completely normal.
if that's what I'm
So
saying.
it's
If
gotta
you
be
want
out
it,
there.
you put that energy towards that, and then go with it. But like everyone's saying, get off the internet and just go meet people.
No,
Just go
don't
talk
get
to
off the
people.
internet. There's
No,
nothing
what
wrong
I'm
with
saying,
social media.
no,
People
a
find the
lot-
love
Yeah,
of their
yeah,
lives on social media all the
No,
time.
yeah, she's right. She's right.
I
She's right.
get you what you're
Very
saying, Kels.
possible.
What I'm saying is like he's been
That's the
so
point.
washed up with what he's been seeing. He's not going to be having a good view of what he really wants to see. He just sees the same thing, whether it's a picture or a post or whatever. His mind will go to, oh, this person again. Oh, this person again. Just step
Yeah,
away.
and then she does the
just-
wrong thing, and that's
Yeah,
it.
it's just one thing that can throw you off. Just stay away and just go off and do things that you usually don't do or that you want to do more, that you might be able to meet people. Like you said, you had a story about meeting someone in the grocery store. Do that more often. Talk to people. You just have to strike up conversation. Tell them you're on the podcast. You have great hosts here.
Come
But
listen to my podcast.
I'm just
people
I'm just-
arguing.
I'm just throwing cheap plugs. I'm just throwing cheap
You got
plugs.
rules
you know.
out here to be.
I want to know what the next topic is.
What's
God
your next
damn it!
topic?
Well,
Fuck
don't
him,
worry. The
dude.
next
I'm just
topic
joking.
for next week is gonna be
NFL quarterback,
fire.
sorry.
Just watch.
All right. So let me ask you two ladies.
Go on.
What is that?
I'm ready.
No.
I'm ready.
They're already dismissing it. They're already like, oh, here we go.
What is a topic that interests you that you can bring other females to talk about?
There's a good
no
question.
Female like me, I will put it that
Oh
way.
man, there's a hard
Yeah, they're
I don't
definitely hard.
know.
Other
times. You
people,
go
they
there.
don't see like us.
Ain't no woman like
I
me.
don't even vibe with females. So
No.
Okay.
We don't vibe with
You
females.
can't ask her a damn
You can't ask
question
me
That's
because I don't
ask
vibe
her
with
shit.
females
Get
at
it.
all.
You're right.
Mhm.
You're right, Sam. Let's just push you to the side right there.
Sorry.
No,
Right
no,
there.
shit.
There you go. Just joking.
What's a subject that
Oddly,
we
I
should
have a
bring
lot
to
to
women?
contribute, and
You do, and we thank you for being here. By the way,
Yes.
You sure? I don't know. I want that. Thank you from
bring me
all
on
of y'all
a topic
individually.
with substance.
Just playing.
Bring me on
Thank
a
you.
topic with
Absolutely.
substance, and I'll show you
Absolutely,
what's up.
thank you.
hey,
I don't want to talk
Absolutely,
about
Thank you, Sam.
celebrities.
Thank you, Sam and Kay.
Absolutely, thank you.
again,
Well-
we are not.
Thank you. You guys are
We're not.
If your ladies are ever in Florida, I'll show you around a good time here.
There we
Yo,
go.
I'm gonna
There
come
we
strangle
goes
you
again.
myself.
There we,
I'm just
shooting that
playing.
shot. There we go, shooting that shot again. See what I mean? Stay off the internet, damn it. Stay off
I'm
the
just
internet. I
like,
told
Damn
you.
it, stay off the
It's not a
internet. You're gonna
shooting
find
shot.
girls like us.
No,
That's
it's
trouble.
not a shooting a shot. I'm just like
What is
it's
his
stating
name?
my
Being
gratitude
cordial.
and like we're welcoming down here. Like
Yeah.
we
You're
we
right.
welcome all you guys from up north anyway every winter.
Come up
So
here.
like why not?
We're still in
Yo, you
winter.
want to show them outside?
We-
It's fucking cold.
Well,
Yeah,
Tiffany's
about to
not
say,
here, so
we still cold up here.
I know we come off it.
Okay,
It's hot down here.
Okay. So,
Wait
ladies,
for a
ladies,
topic.
you're right. What is
What
what's
topics?
the
You know
topic?
what? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm kind of open to everything. Like you know me, I can talk. So like I can
Okay.
talk pretty much. About
Okay, so the second part of my question is, since you think that it's more men than women mostly, can you bring other women to join the conversation?
That's why we're
Yes.
hiring her. That's why she's supposed to close
that
the
was my
podcast.
question.
I told her that
Yes,
already.
I will bring women.
She was
I
calling me
will
out. Where's my microphone? I got it right here. Don't worry.
Where's my damn
Right
mic? I don't have a mic.
It's like every
Go
question I
outside.
have, it gets
To go
trailed.
outside.
It gets
I can't go outside
Go
right now.
outside.
Do you see the damn snow over here? We just got a blizzard.
No,
Blizzard of the
it's-
century.
Okay,
I don't
if
I don't know
you-
what
I
that
don't
feels
know
like.
how you guys do it, boy.
Like
Yeah,
you
if-
stay
I don't
being
know what
lucky
that
over
is.
there, okay?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know how I do
79
it. I'm
degrees
from
right now.
Toronto too, and I'm out here
How do
suffering.
you do it? I don't know.
I always
how
want to
you
visit
do it.
Toronto
Hey,
though.
Slang,
I
I've
heard
done it
Toronto's
for
a real
what,
dope
14
city.
years
How
now?
do we do
13
it?
years?
We suffer.
Yeah.
We join podcasts.
And we drink.
and
That's right.
drink.
Then y'all drink.
That weed.
All right,
That's right.
Let me tell y'all this. Next time, what you guys have to pick a topic. Next time, yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
Next time,
bring it up.
And I will
Oh,
drink
no,
on
quit.
camera with y'all just to get on that level.
Wait, which
The-
one?
Wait,
Whoa.
hold on. Hey, listen, Jules. You have to understand. They're already at that level without the alcohol. So don't even try to test
Well,
them.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
all right.
I need alcohol to get on that level. So
You can't match their level.
Even with
I'll-
this
I'll
is much
try.
alcohol.
This is me just
Yeah.
I'll try.
regular.
This is
I'll
a
try.
This is
This
just
is
regular.
normal. This
This
is
is just a Friday night.
Influence.
No,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
big deal.
scared.
It's
No,
a
I'm
good
scared.
Friday.
But
Now I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm not scary.
What types
I
of
don't need to
topics
be
do
scary.
you guys generally talk about, or is
We-
it usually celebrity type stuff?
No,
No.
it's open for everything.
Anything
First,
is
our
open
first
for-
few,
I
our
don't,
first
I don't
few
think you're scary,
episodes,
but
Hold
you know,
on.
you really know how to, work up a conversation.
we
Who?
talk about anything that is
You
relevant
hell.
to people. And when it comes to mental health, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to
I can relate to all of that
jobs,
stuff. So
when it comes to
I'm really gonna have to think
you
about
know-
what the next topic is.
yeah.
You know what
Something with
what
substance.
you know what you girls could try to think of if you don't have one now, but think of something that you always wanted men to discuss that you
There.
haven't been able to do.
There you go.
Orgasms.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
So
There you have it, right
so
there,
we-
Right there.
right there.
Should we
Wait a
decide?
second, hold up.
Should
Are
we
you
decide
married?
then by
Wait,
if
You're
wait.
married?
a girl come or not?
Are you married?
Let's redefine what a man is
Yeah.
right now.
Can you make it
I
come?
know. Poor Talon.
Let's
Talon-
define a woman by good damn.
Let's
gotta
define a
work-
man
you
by
gotta
whether or
work.
not if he can
Are
make
you,
a woman
are
come.
you asking
There
me
you
a
go.
question?
There you go.
You
No, no, no,
Hey,
no.
but
I was
Flame,
making a
but Flame,
statement.
listen to this.
No, no, no,
Listen
don't
to
try
this.
that. I
I'm
was
just
making
playing.
a statement.
I'm just busting your balls. Come on.
All right.
This
All right.
was-
So there you go.
Let one of us say that, and it's oh my god, you're
I know,
being
that's why I'm
so
just playing with
disgusting.
All right.
too.
I
So
think
Kels,
she's just playing. But
I would have
we-
laughed if y'all said that. I would have
But-
laughed if you said a Kenny girl give a good blowjob. I would have been like,
Yes, we
But
can.
but we
yes, I can.
this
Just
I
is
was about to
literally-
say that.
this is like the only like the second topic.
That's why we like you, Kale.
Hold on.
That's why we like you.
Can't
Damn,
do
is
it.
it-
OnlyFans.
damn, is
my ratings just went through the roof. Damn it, shit. This girl said she can
Yo,
give some
you're
good
gonna
ass.
get like 500 views on this one.
Okay, so we
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about
500.
sex
You-
next time. The subject is sex.
Okay, but you have to be
That's it?
specific. That is a
Yeah,
very
that's
general
it?
term.
Well, we need to be like what? Like blow. I'm not talking just about blowjobs. I'm
No,
not
I
doing
said
that.
I
No,
said
no,
be
like-
specific.
Head in general.
Specific.
Or 3 points or
Giving
something.
head. I don't even
Remember,
Okay, you know what?
we're on YouTube.
You give us. You know what?
so
Yo,
you gotta be
oh,
careful.
after the show,
We'll get
give me
flagged.
a list of topics you want to talk about, and we will put it on our own feeds for interest to see if it will
Yeah.
catch fire. and
YouTube
from there,
friendly.
we'll
God
pick the
damn
best one, and we'll
You can
go
talk
from
about
there.
sex friendly on YouTube.
You can talk about sex. It's just
Hey,
like
we're-
there's
we're
certain
adults.
words
We're
and certain
adults.
phrases that
Baby.
you gotta
Let's
be
Don't worry
talk
about
careful.
that.
you.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Sorry.
worry about censorship and kids listening or whatever. This is grown people
Oh,
talking.
shit, baby girl right there.
Let's talk
Don't
about
worry,
sex.
she can't hear anything.
Let's
I
talk
got
about
headphones
Use
on.
words
Oh shit,
like
headphones. Could.
you have to use
Thank
words
God.
like fellatio and cunnilingus.
Yeah, you know,
You know
you
what I
gotta
mean?
use them terms.
Gotta get real Dr. Joyce
Okay,
Brothers.
listen, I was joking about all of that and the making a woman come and shit. Let's talk about censorship. Let's talk about things that matter. Let's
Sure.
really, this is what we want to talk about right now.
Yeah.
You want a
100%.
woman's perspective on
You
fellatio?
wanting
Let's talk about
a
shit that
rich
actually
man with money
matters.
that wants to not have an end.
Can I talk?
That's what you want.
Can I
Okay,
Cool,
talk?
sit
I'm
it.
sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can I talk? So this is
Never
only
mind.
the second episode that we've had about like something like social media driven. We've spoken about
Oh, the list goes
substance
on,
abuse, the domestic violence. We've
Yep.
spoken about wages.
Yep.
We've spoken about dating. We've the topics are normally more topics about life, but this is just one that just popped up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we do normally talk about more serious stuff than
Yeah.
this.
Hey, Sam,
Fair.
Kels, you should
I
go
asked
to
the
the.
question, fair.
And I know that we want you guys to be a part of it more often. Go to our old episodes, like the
Are you
beginning.
sure you still want us to be a part
Yeah,
of
are
your
you
show
sure?
more
Yes,
often?
yes. Again,
This is a little crazy.
I like this. This is
a
what I
little
like.
crazy.
But
Look
I
at
would
you guys.
recommend
They're like-
any of
they're
you
like
guys
nodding.
go back.
I mean, y'all two do look
Yeah,
good together.
Check out the old shows we've had, and you'll see,
That was
and you'll
great.
see what we've talked about, and you can make your call of what you want to talk about next. It doesn't have to be
We
relationship
won't be
driven.
crazy every time. Just
Can I
saying.
ask, just like, I'm just interested, can you guys tell me something about yourselves? Like, what do you do for work? Like, what is your background? What do you feel makes you qualified to even
And that's
have
the end of our show,
a
folks.
podcast?
Good
I'm not
night.
rich.
All right.
I'm just
curious, like,
straight
where
out
you
up
guys are
jump
coming
street. I'm not
from
rich.
and what
I don't have much
perspective.
money. I'm broke. I'm a broke
She's
guy.
How much
married,
money?
so
We don't care about
I'm
that.
not
I don't
asking
have
you what's
much
in your
money either.
bank. Like, I don't care what kind of money you
Are
have.
they
you
saying
know what?
Okay.
We will.
All right.
We will. Oh,
What
Oh,
happened
that's
there?
right. That's fine. That's fine. We can actually answer the question when they come back, because that's so.
Okay.
Josue, you go, and then Slang, you go,
Okay.
and then Beast, and then myself, and then we'll be able to. That's
fair enough.
Structure.
the only way we'll be able to talk.
Hi guys, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, we
We're
got
in the
cut off.
booties.
We
I'm
got cut
sorry.
off. It's the
Okay,
country.
all right.
I do apologize.
Okay,
so
so
Jose,
Josue is
explain
going
to
to
the
go
ladies what you do for a living.
I am
It-
I am a single mother. I am a business owner. I've been in my business for 10 plus years. I'm an esthetician, and I run my business out of my house right now because COVID shut everything down, but I will be opening up very soon. Get ready.
Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
Sam,
Me.
you got to think about it.
Go, girl.
She had to think about it. She had to word. She has to word it in a
I'm
way
a
that.
statistical and financial analyst in health. So I work in government. And on the side, I own a construction company and a property management company. And I'm in the process of launching the real estate side of my company. And I'm enrolled in 2 master's programs.
Dollars.
So
There
yeah,
you
I'm
Boss
go.
babe.
There you
Can I
go.
borrow a dollar?
There's the boss babe right there. I'm on PhD.
All right, Josue, you're up.
Oh man.
And what do you guys do? Tell us about yourselves. I don't know anything about you guys.
Listen, I'm pretty simple. I'm a single dad in my mid-30s. I'm a grocery store clerk slash baseball official. You know,
Oh shit.
I officiate games, I direct games, and I also stock your groceries and unload your
Nice.
truck.
Nice.
Do all the
Nothing
physical
simple
labor.
about
I'm
being
a
a
very
single dad.
physical labor type person. So like I get down in them trenches.
Yeah.
So,
He's,
Yeah,
he's
why
that man's
respect for
man.
that.
That's
So
what he
much
is. He's that
respect for
man's
that.
man.
For sure.
My turn.
Yeah.
Yes,
anyways,
Lang, go ahead.
All right.
I
So
want to know
firstly,
about y'all.
Jose, being a single dad is not simple at all. So I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Firstly,
For real.
so me, sorry, what do I do? Okay, so I'm basically a maintenance dispatcher. That's the best way to describe what I do for money. I'm a music producer slash
Nice.
every so often I'll rap nowadays. I don't rap as much as I used to.
Entertainer.
This is golderamusic.com. We sell.
I don't mean
You
to
have to
interrupt.
post your stuff in the
I don't
group
mean to
chat.
interrupt,
Post your
but
stuff in the group chat.
my music video debut was in his music video. So
That's true.
Get-
Yes.
get
Soon
it
in-
on
I
there.
think that was my first.
It
No, that was my
was.
second video. That was my second video.
Today?
Nice voice.
That was my
Today
second.
has a nice voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thank
Probably.
you.
So-
Some it's,
Tell your
Slang,
husband
post your
thank you.
stuff in the group. Let me see what you got.
I want to check your stuff out.
oh yeah, I'll do that.
Ooh,
No
I'll
problem.
definitely send
For
some
sure.
links for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm 1/3 of a production company. So there's three of
Hmm.
us in this
Love
production
it.
company.
Good.
What else do I? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much
That's
it for
dope.
now.
Jules?
Thank you.
It's Tunde first.
Oh, you want
Oh,
me to
sorry.
speak?
Okay.
We had
Tunde.
Jules on
But
the
I
next one.
kind
Sorry.
of know what Tunde does a little bit.
Oh yeah, because on the screen it goes like this.
Oh, okay. I am a personal trainer. And then I
I need help with that.
co-own
For real.
the
Gotcha.
podcast, the clothing line with Tunde.
Nice.
Also, and of course, podcaster extraordinaire.
I love that.
I tell him everything he knows. That's what I'm saying.
I want to be a podcaster. Low key,
Okay,
I want to be a
okay.
podcaster.
First of all, Jules is being
Do it.
modest, all right? Jules is a personal trainer, yes, but he's also part owner of the Unleashed podcast, the Unleashed supplement line, and the Unleashed clothing apparel.
Oh,
So
nice.
don't get it
nice.
twisted. He's all in this right
He's
now.
an entrepreneur
That's
extraordinaire.
what we are. That's what we
I'm
are.
wearing your clothes.
Mhm.
And
Not
on
right now,
my
I saw that
side,
Under Armour bullshit you got on right now.
Look. Last time I was all ready for you. Okay, this time I'm a little offset. Okay,
It was laundry day, okay?
it was
Cut us some
laundry day.
slack.
Damn it, it's clean.
All right, so we
Okay,
got to get
so-
you more gear.
I
so,
still represent though. I wore that shit to bed in my little my dress
I'm gonna
nightgown
need
thing.
proof.
I wore that
picture.
shit to bed. That
Yeah,
thing
I'm gonna
is
need proof.
comfortable.
that's it. But
See?
I guess, but I think I said, yeah. All right. So I am a federal correction officer by trade, I guess you can say. I've been doing that for now 10 years. Again, I do personal training on the side, and of course, running all the other businesses as well is what I'm doing. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I got 3D printings going on the back. I am a single dad, as you can see right here. Right, Talon? Say hi, Talon. All right, there you are.
Hi.
All right, so she's
Hi.
here. Other than that, like I said, you're right. COVID has kind of messed up a lot of things, so I'm kind of restarting and putting my mind in a more productive mindset. So we are rolling after the snow goes away. But yeah, and again, the sky's the limit. I would love to get into other things. I do some investing as well. I'm trying to get into some real estate. You name it, I'm about it. So hopefully, this year is the year that we can actually do some things.
We will. We're doing some things this year.
So if again, that's why most of the people I've dealt with, I've worked with Slang many years ago, and again, he started himself with the first podcast that I had, and went from there. I usually bring together people that I've known or talked to or have been with in a while, and bring them into my world as something bigger, because I see the potential. That's why Kels, I brought her in and said, hey, you know what? I showed her a picture of my first clothing line design that she modeled for me back in 2015, and she's still rocking with me right now with my new clothing
was a
line. So
long
again,
way.
so You know what I'm saying? Like I don't forget people, and that's why I brought her on here to help me with this. And she's doing a great job because
The most beautiful ambassador you could have. Just like look at this face. I swear.
It's true. It's true.
You've got the right face on it, bro.
Jesus, come on.
It's true.
What's
But
wrong
yeah,
with this
that's
face?
it. That's it. Well, Jules,
What's wrong with this face?
we need
That is a face too.
That's a good face.
Man, Jules, it's a little for me. It's a little too masculine.
Yeah.
For me,
All right,
it's a
so-
little too masculine for
All
me.
right, so the one thing,
Slime, look, you talking
Just for
too
me.
slick right now. You
So-
talking slick.
I
I'm
do
calling
say
you slick from now on.
one
That's
thing,
slick
one thing,
right there.
one thing. I think, is it today or is it tomorrow that's your birthday, Tunde?
tomorrow's my birthday. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
how old are you now?
Happy birthday to you.
How old
Thank you.
are
Thank you.
now?
Mine
Um,
is in exactly 1 month from you.
So, yeah.
My birthday's coming up as well.
It's funny though that I look back and I'm thinking, how did I survive in my household? Because my father's birthday was on the 10th, and then my uncle's birthday is on the 17th, and my cousin's birthday is on the 15th. And you have all those Aries all together, hot-headed and whatnot. And
Mm.
I look exactly like my father. If you saw a picture of him and myself together, we look like twins. So, and we have the same attitude and whatnot. So it's just funny because I'm looking at myself now. I got my own house. Like I said, I have my daughter. I'm feeling nice.
Good.
And
You
as,
should.
and as Josue was saying, you know, how he can't find
You should.
things or whatnot. I'm like, you know what? And it changes because once everything else levels off, everything is feeling good, life is all right. That thing will just pop in your face and you won't even expect it. And you're like, oh, all right, cool. And we'll roll with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not pushing anymore. I've pushed. I've told story after story about situations I've had.
Oh, I
and-
pushed as well.
I know. And that's why I say I feel you. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you from one man to
No,
another.
I
Just
feel you as well.
don't
I
even
got you.
push that anymore. Just do you and be happy with the aura that is around you, that is your life, and then things will come together. That's all I really can say about that. So, all right.
That's what I'm doing right now. You just
Exactly.
What are you doing right now? What is it
honestly,
that you're
I'm
doing?
just I'm focusing on being the best me that I can be for myself. Because if I'm
You said
looking
you're
for
a single mother, right?
Sorry?
You said you're a single mother, right?
Yeah, single mother. I have my daughter 24/7. So at this point, it's more like my focus is giving her the best life experiences and, you know, making sure that I'm okay because I need to be okay to make sure that she is okay, you know, at the same time. So that's my focus is just making sure I'm on point where I need to be so that she can, you know, enjoy life as best as she can.
Exactly.
If I may ask, and if you don't want to answer that, that's fine. You know, is the father involved?
At this point, no, he's not. He's not involved at this point in time. No.
Is it by choice?
To be honest, he's incarcerated. So we were separated prior to him being incarcerated. But he's still incarcerated. So when he comes out, I hope that he can be the best dad that he can. And I honestly, I have no doubt that he will be. And I just hope that we can have like a really good co-parenting relationship. And that's all I can hope for.
Exactly. That's all you want. That's all you want. Well,
I appreciate you
another
answering. Thank you.
another great
asking.
show, folks. Again, we love the energy, both high and low. We love the topics. Again, anybody who's watching, anybody who's hearing this, by all means, if you want to pop in and talk, this forum is open for everybody. We'll have a little bit more structure next time because we want to make sure we have everybody's
No, keep the energy.
opinion.
We like the energy.
We
all gotta be who we are.
It's true.
I mean,
it's true.
Right.
That's all I can be.
Gotta be who
It's
you
true.
are.
It's true. But again, I thank you all for the birthday wishes. Thank you guys for giving me the time here. It's been another 2-hour
Hey, you
episode.
didn't say how old you're gonna be, bro. I see you running from that. It's
How
crazy.
old
Sign
are
off.
you?
It's all right, though. It's all right. Sign off. It's okay. Sign off quick.
Or you want me to? I'll sign up real quick. But I'm gonna be 43. That's it. I don't even look 43. So that's
You
all right.
lie.
Black don't crack. I don't look.
Hey
50.
man,
Listen,
congratulations
listen.
on 43, man.
Well, thank
Happy
you. Thank you.
birthday.
And
Thank
happy
you.
birthday to you.
We'll definitely do it
Happy
up
birthday,
again soon.
Tunde.
All right, folks. You
Birthday
guys
shot.
have a great time. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
birthday shot. Yeah, let's drink it up.
Birthday. Yeah, well.
All right, we're out of here. Say bye. We're out of here. Peace out, everyone.